I've got the techno on my mind, spending in the club all night. I gotta move my body, move my body. Techno by your side, getting in the bumpy ride. I gotta move my body, move my body. Techno on my mind, spending in the club all night. I gotta move my body, move my body. Techno by your side, getting in the bumpy ride. I gotta move my body, move my body. Feel it in my body. My thighs push fire away. When you see me grooving, these beats keep me on replay. On replay. See me grooving, these beats keep me on replay. On replay. I've got the metal on my mind, spending on the beat all night. Gotta move my body, move my body. Metal by your side, getting in the happy ride. Gotta move my body. Straight into the mosh pit.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. Look at this guy who's actually on stream on time. Are you kidding me? That's not even the same Dal. Boys, how y'all doing today? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a good one. We're going to be hanging out, waiting to see if patch 10.17 hits the PTR. See if there's a new update. I don't know when the Rogue rework is going to come in. We know it's going to be at some point in the future. I am still hoping the rework is going to be for 10.17. I can't guarantee nothing, but I'm hoping that if anything, hopefully by tomorrow, honestly, we see something. Because tonight, dude, if I could use a breather, I would love one. Basically, this morning, I finished up the project that came out this morning, and I was thinking to myself, man, my sleep schedule is all kinds of messed up. I got two options. I can either stay up all day today, try to see if I can maybe go to bed at a reasonable time and then fix it, or I go to sleep that night and or that morning, I guess this morning, and try to see if my phone wakes me up with an alarm. And I decided to kind of toss a coin of like, okay, I should have an alarm ringing in about an hour or something like that. If I'm awake by then, I'm just going to stay up. I'm just going to stay up through the day. If I sleep through it, I sleep through it. I'll deal with it as it comes. And I woke up. So I'm running on no hours of sleep. Basically, 1 hour at most. So I am going to be a little bit sluggish today. I'm going to take it a little bit easy. I am kind of hoping if they do give us an update for 10.15, they give it to us tomorrow. But if they do it tonight, dude, I would love to see what they're doing with rogues. I would love to see what they're cooking. Let me get the music back up and running here, boys. Do we even like this song? Chat, how do we feel about this song? Do we like it? I feel like the intro's a little... whatever. I don't know, dude. It's just... maybe I gotta be in the mood, right? I gotta be in that good mood for it. Anyway, let's hop on. I got myself boxes to open up today. Sus song. It's weird, man. It's weird, but NCS boys are trying something new, so I'm okay with it. What is your required guarantee, lol? What is your required to guarantee it? I mean, I would need to know for certain, or like, I would need Caveax to post something sus on Twitter, and then that's how I'll know. That's the only way I can really tell, dude. If Caveax posts something cryptic, then you know there's going to be a PTR update. Actually, while we're at it, Zobrix, Kyviax, I don't know which one we should be looking for. Got it, whatever. Let me see. Is that it? Zobrix? Wait. There it is. I apparently can't spell the name. Did they post anything sus? No. So I think we're just chilling. I don't think it's happening today. But usually they post some kind of a post on Twitter when there's going to be some sort of a PTR patch thing. Hasn't posted nothing about it today, so I think we're just chilling. Alrighty, boys. I got one of every one of my alts to open up a box for. I'm excited. Also, with the new event, you know how there's a new event with the time rifts, which are pretty good actually. The gear from time rifts that you can collect from like the one of the vendors, right? But the gear from one of the vendors can actually be converted with the creation catalyst. The gear from like the panda bronze dragon person that's hanging out, you know how there's a bunch of vendors in the time rift for like different eras, and you can buy cosmetics, toys, pets, mounts, gear, like trinkets in some cases. So there's one panda off to the side, kind of sits a little off to the left from the other vendors. From the panda, by doing the time rift, you get the contained paracausality. Inside there's like a paracausal badge that you can get, and you can turn it in for a piece of gear. The gear that's shoulders, helms, chest, pants, and gloves on that vendor can then be taken to Revival Catalyst and converted into a tier set item. Therefore, I should be able to get every one of my characters with a tier set by the end of tonight if I'm actually doing the the time rift, which you can as long as they don't bug out or DC you randomly. Then otherwise they work pretty well. Alright, let's open up with the the Vengeance Demon Hunter off the bat. I am gonna go Vengeance, which is a tank tricky. Get kicked on 5 routes so many people halfway through the boss. Dude, it's ridiculous. Is this any good? That's an upgrade. It's not the greatest secondary stats for sure, but it is an upgrade nonetheless. Crit Mastery, not even the worst. Crit is pretty decent for Demon Hunter. Haste is the ideal one. It ends up actually being kind of a decent cloak for DPS Demon Hunter, doesn't it? Actually, I need to get myself a little bit of higher item level all across the board, by the way. I should be able to craft something this week. I was thinking maybe do a weapon. I know that you can get Bile Croc Tusk, and I should farm Croc Tusk this week, honestly. But like, oh man, do I get a ring? Do I get like a bracer? I was thinking maybe get Thorns, Boots, and as well as another item with a embellishment for Toxified Patch. I don't really know what you run as a Vengeance. I need to check out with Jake, see what he says. But yo, we also got Keith, we got David, we got Success. How you boys all doing? Mental, how you boys all doing? Welcome, welcome. Next tune, Brewmaster. Dude, last time I did a dungeon of Brewmaster, I think it was with SP. I gotta get back in the Brewmaster, man. Is that good? Yes, actually it is good. It is good because I got the Magmarux 4th collar, not the greatest, lots of mastery, who cares? It is lower quality compared to the Tuskar, which bone, the Tuskar bone necklace, which can go full 37 if I just invest one of the aspect crests into it. And as a Brewmaster, if I get myself a little bit extra item level overall, it shouldn't be that difficult. Now I could try to see if I can maybe put sockets in this thing. I don't know if that's gonna work though, chat. I don't have a lot of gold on this guy. Like maybe I could actually buy like socket slots, but I don't think I can afford the gems for this thing. Hold on, let me try this. You know what I should be doing with this gear? I should be scrapping it, shouldn't I? Wait, hold on. I can vendor one more green. The rest of it I should be actively melting with the disenchant, because it's gonna be potentially better. Yeah, if I can get a resonant crystals, that'd be best. I don't need this. Didn't get anything good out of it. What about this? Nothing. I really need the purple gems, the resonant crystals, because the lasers sell pretty good in the auction house, and that can become like gems, sockets, pieces, you know what I mean? And I guess I got into enchanting, so I'll do better disenchanting chances. I don't really know. I don't really do professions of my own that much. But this at least like going into the blue Dragonflight enchanting field of spec gives you a higher chance of being able to produce higher quality reagents. Not always, but as you can get like more and more points into it, you can basically get a bunch of more crystals and a bunch more of the vibrant shards and all the other stuff as well. Or there's like a chance when you get like a vibrant shard, you can also get a crystal and stuff like that. So like long term, not a bad investment. Do I have a chest already? I do. Okay, so that's decent enough. So I can scrap this. Do I have a weapon for... I gotta get a weapon for misreaving apparently, because I don't have one. Wait a second. I think I kind of screwed myself there for a moment. Okay, staff, I won't need it. But one-hander, I need another one-hander. I need a better weapon in general. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Look. Bam, 1,000 gold. That's gonna buy like 2 gems, one maybe, 1.5. Hold on, setting is what I need. Okay, so at least I can buy 2 settings, 2 silver, 1 gold, and that should be at least like 3 sockets on a neck. I can't put gems in there because I can't afford gems, but at least I have it. You know what I mean? At least I have it. I just gotta get myself the all the other stuff, which is the aspect crest, which I imagine hopefully shouldn't be too bad. If I can get into some of the easy 16s. It's tyrannical week this week anyway. What are the affixes this week? Storming, raging, tyrannical? That's not bad at all, honestly. Tyrannical, not too bad. Storming, kind of known for melee, but otherwise not terrible. Raging is just like bring a druid, bring an evoker, and you're good. And I don't think a lot of the ads are going to be all that like terrible. As long as you're not running like Underrot where those big scutters guys could just like focus you down. Yeah, otherwise you're dead. Well, how's the vault been so far? Decent stuff, but only opened up with 2 characters. Haven't got through all of them. Is that stagger? I've never seen that before. What is stagger? So stagger is the brewmaster mechanic for defense. It is what allows them to survive stuff. Basically a portion of all damage you take. Like, let's say you'll take like, I don't know, like a hit for 100k from a boss, right? An auto attack for 100k. Stagger will take that 20% of that hit and spread it out into little chunks as a damage over time. So you never take a full hit as a brewmaster. Instead, the damage, you'll still take the entire hit. It's just a portion of it will be dealt to you little by little, bit by bit. And there's ways to like amplify stagger. There's ways to like make more of your damage become staggered. So it allows you for smooth damage intake so that a healer can maintain you a lot easier than just having you die. That's basically what stagger is. It is just a passive way to mitigate damage, whereas other classes would have like a shield block or a buff or bone shield charges or whatever to reduce the next few hits. You just constantly have it active. But that also means you have to manage stagger, because let's say like you never take a full hit, but that stagger bar can build up, where then the dot you're taking is huge. You're taking huge dot ticks. So then you gotta knock down some of that stagger with your brews and then manage and brews, and it's just like a whole bit of gameplay. But it's good. It's what I like about it is like it's a very, very passive form of mitigation. And in the past, I found it easier, like as a new player, to like get into tanking or a brewmaster. I'd say Bear Druid is easier right now, because brewmaster mitigation is a little bit more challenging just because you take a lot of big hits. Is that a good trinket, Jake? I imagine this thing is really, 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 really good as a well, it's good as a Evoker, it's good as a Shadow Priest. But I imagine if Shadow Priest likes it, if I can get the right buff for Destro, like a haze buff, I imagine that's a lot better than what I got going on, but also just generally a solid trinket. I'll take it. It's good. Okay. I'll figure out which one of the Paracostal trinkets is going to replace. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up replacing the Murloc one. This one provides a haste, which is good. Once in a while, haste. This one is just like extra nature damage, but I don't think that actually does that much, does it? Fire's not much. Yeah, Titan Cataclysm is not that. Maybe like if I were to upgrade it fully, it would be a little bit better, but who knows, honestly. I'll figure it out later. Honestly, I'll figure it all out later. All right, Paladin. Paladin, now I don't know if I want to build this one as Outlaw Pog of some sort. I'll definitely get Outlaw Rogue done at some point today, hopefully. But I don't know if I want to gear this thing out right now as a ret, because I do have a good ret weapon. This thing is going to work fine. I just got upgraded by 1 extra point. Or do I want to start putting points into Holy at this point? I kind of want to try doing Holy, because Holy I think is going to be like a must-have right now. Holy priests are, oh, holy paladins are really, really good. Was that the play? That was the play. Easy weapon, boys. Easy weapon. Don't gotta worry about nothing. I forgot these guys got actual rocket two-handed mace. That means I can run the what is it? The Ashkandi as a holy. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. This guy gotta get this paracausal item so I can make myself 4 set finally. Because I can go 3 set, but I need shoulders or like gloves in order to go 4 set. And I'll probably go like gloves or something and just boost those up a little bit. Actually, I could boost the shoulders up too, couldn't I? Doesn't really make a difference. All right, hold on. Let me go and oh, that looks so good. I think just like normal red is fine. As holy. Dude, remember the artifact weapon where you actually had a proper two-hander? Oh, I love that thing. I think it was a lot of fun to play with. All right, Paladin is really, really fun. I do got to get this guy tier though. But as soon as I do that, I do want to play some Paladin today if I can. Just because they've gotten improved, they feel fantastic. Damage is great. Healing is really, really good. They're fast-paced. They did get nerfed today, but I think they still should be really, really, really solid. Doing my first +1 with a PC. Games running so smooth. I'm sure it does. And I'm sure in Dungeons is going to be even better, won't it? I've been leveling my Holy Paladin BGs. I love it. Dude, Paladins are really, really good. They got nerfed, but still should be really strong. The Paladin Discord community wasn't all that worried about the nerfs. They were pretty happy with them. Or not happy, but like, they were okay with them. They were like, all right, doable. All right, I do want to get some gear as a Guardian, though. I do want to play some Guardian because the Bear Druid is also really, really, really good. And that's actually not a bad neck, right? Or maybe it's not that good? Hold on. I do have myself set up as a... Do I have a Guardian right now? I kind of just want to sim for Feral Druid. I'm sure that's really good as Guardian, though. Or is Mastery better as Guardian? I don't even know. I think it's Haste Versa, isn't it? Is Crit Versa better? It is more Crit. That's probably better for Feral, isn't it? I just gotta want to sim it real quickly. Give me a second, chat. Because I'm hoping it's at least an upgrade, at least for Feral or Guardian. Hold on, let me also give it sockets. Add a socket, add a socket, add a socket. I'll at least give it some sockets to work with, you know what I mean? But I really want to play some Guardian too. Guardian's gotten a lot better. It's overtaking Vengeance and Prod Paladin and Mythic Pluses. Just started playing again. I'm so lost. I played Dragonflight, came out, leveled the Druid to somebody and quit. And now I'm so lost. I want to quit again. Wait, hold on. Marcus, my man. Maybe I can help before you dip out yet again. What are you confused about, my guy? Maybe I can help parse some of that clouds away from your mind. Apparently that deck is not that much of an upgrade. I think it's still worth the item level. I think I'm gonna take it, because otherwise it's like what, coin, which I don't think it's worth. I don't know what to do. You got max level, you're not sure what to do. Well, now you can like gear. You can go do open world stuff. You can go do dungeons. You can go raid once you have enough gear. You can go level another character. You can PvP. There's a lot you can do. If you're trying to like figure out, I just want to get some kind of a gear to at least start somewhere. I would recommend doing the time rifts. Those are up every hour. I would maybe recommend doing the sufficient camps. If you head over there, there's usually some sort of an upgrade waiting for player characters that are not super geared. I would also do the main storyline that goes through Zaralak Caverns. So like in Teldrassil should be a storyline with a black Dragonflight to explore Zaralak. And that gives you quite a bit of gear just for doing it. And all the chapters should be... Are all the chapters unlocked or are they behind rep? Oh no, they should be unlocked at this point, right? Yes, I don't do the daily quests and all that boring stuff. What daily quests? Do I still need to do daily quests and all that boring stuff? I don't know what daily quests you may talk about. I guess it all depends, right? Like, if you're asking, like, is this like Shadowlands where you have to do like Torghast thing and fill out stuff to get renown? Renown does not have any like player power connected to it, so you don't have to. You can if you wanna. You could do the Lone Niffin like Worthy Ally where you get like rep with them for the week. That's a nice weekly if you want to get like crafted gear stuff done. But like, do you have to? No, not really. You have catch-ups. Like you could get those same sparks that you would get from the quest. as a catch up from like dungeons and raids, kind of random. Yeah, no, there's no grinds like that, like there was in Shadowlands. I guess the best way to put it is like there are, but none of them are mandatory. Where in Shadowlands, like you had a very specific thing you gotta do. First, you gotta get your couple renowns every single week, and you gotta go do your Torghast stuff, and then you gotta choose your weekly activity or Mythic Plus raids or PvP and do that, but also get anime on the site, but also not really. Dragonflight doesn't really have that. You kind of just get to choose what you want to do. If you just want to hit max level and then just dive into like lower Mythic Plus dungeons and ignore the rest of it, you could. There is like systems like the crafting system and like the loam different quest lines, and then loam different quests can give you a little bit of gear, but like not necessary. The weekly quest, I think we're doing because of the spark that it gives you, but you can get spark through other methods as well at this point. Like in 10.1.5, there's a lot of catch-ups with sparks now. It's like you don't have to. Yes and no. I'd say for the most part, no. But a lot of it is like you choose to dive into. You choose to dive into any of the grinds. But none of the grinds are technically like... Nothing should stop you from just like, alright, hit max level. Now I want to grind gear for PvP. You can just start doing that. You don't need to get any kind of covenant. You don't need to get your legendary to PvP or anything. Like, you should probably get yourself a crafted piece of gear with like embellishments. But like, you don't technically need one. Or you could just like get your conquest gear until you get a couple of sparks from PvPing, and then you could put in a work order or ask like somebody, like you could ask me like, hey, how to get a work order going. I can show you. It's not really all that difficult, but like technically probably could just PvP without an embellishment. It's just they're kind of helpful, you know. That's about it. Like it's a lot of like, I guess it depends, right? Technically, like you could play the game without any of those things whatsoever. No mandatory grinds, but like getting into these grinds can be helpful. Like if you want to do end game stuff and you want to be super hyper competitive about it, you should look into these things at the very least. You know what I mean? So overwhelmed? Yeah, just take it easy, man. Just do them. Just choose what your favorite activity. Get a little bit of gear. Maybe even just follow the main story quest line for a bit, because that usually gives you a little bit of gear upgrades here and there. But like renown, you don't have to do it really for player power. None of that stuff, honestly. All right, we got a little off track. I want to continue with the Mage, boys. The Mage I actually want to play this week. Last time I got to play Arcane, I didn't play it super well. I want to play better. I want to try Fire maybe. I don't know how well Fire is gonna work, but I want to give it a try. I want to try Frost too. Frost should be a lot better. Should be a lot easier to get into. Mages did get nerfed, but they're expected to be still very solid as of this week. Full quest, I'm gonna get you around 400 item level. Yeah, like the full quest is good. It's just like it gives you a bit of like context of what's going on in WoW. I'm gonna take this mythic item. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna make that into tier. I still need a tier set piece for a helm, or I think it is gloves on this guy. Yeah, helm or gloves, which I guess I should do the rift whenever that's available, like maybe outside of the stream time or something, because that'll probably be helpful. Let me also see if I can do one of these here. Oh no, we're good on that. Never mind then. All right, Warrior next. Dude, I am so exhausted. I'm trying to figure out whether I should drink some coffee or just like chill. It's been a bit since I've actually like stayed up like I did. So I'm not sure if I should chug coffee just to give myself energy, or is it just like it's 4 and maybe I should start trying to wind down on purpose. You know what I mean? Also, Warrior, I've been enjoying arms. I know everybody's like, yo, you should play Fury. I'm liking arms. I don't know what it is, man. I'm loving it. I'm thinking to go the trinket route, right? Vial of animated blood. I don't know if it's any good for arms. It might be okay for Fury, but I don't even know what's a good trinket for Warrior right now. I'm gonna sim it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be better than what I got going on though. But who knows, honestly. And I got tier set on this guy, so I'm pretty happy about it too. Trying to finish our full quest. I'm not even sure where I stopped. It should break it up for you, but like if you get summoned, wait, no, you probably have to still do, you'll probably get summoned and you have to do this island called the Forbidden Reach. So if you're doing the quest line in the Forbidden Reach, the main story of Forbidden Reach, you're probably on the right track. And after you get the Forbidden Reach done, you know, it's just like talk to some of the quest givers. One of them should take you to Forbidden Reach, and then Usually like next to like where all the dragons are in the seat of the aspect, like at the top of the big tower where like Alcatraz and them hang out in. And eventually, once you get the full story of Reach done, which is going to give you quite a bit of gear too, should send you into Zarelek Caverns. After talk to Ebonhorn, you'll hang out with Sibelian, Rathian, hanging out in the caves with the Niffin, fighting the Jarden and dragons and all that. And that should give you quite a bit of XP. Apparently this trinket is not good. Huh? Vile is not strong at all. It is, none of these things are good, in fact. What is this? Hold on. Apparently Drogbar Fizz that I have, 398, is a lot better than this thing. Is it really that bad? Vile? Oh, wow. None of this is an upgrade then. Wait. what? Is this? No! It says it's terrible. Vile is best for Fury Warrior. Okay, I'll take it for Fury, but it's nothing good for arms, apparently. It is not good for arms at all. You play PvP? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. In fact, I actually had to cap out some Conquest just to make sure I get the weekly out of the way. So I did a little bit of that last night. I probably shouldn't have done that. Stayed up a little bit long. But I want to make sure that my rogue at least got like 3 slots so I can get some kind of gear out of it. Also, I got Ashcandy on this guy. It's not the highest level Ashcandy, but it's at least an Ashcandy and it's really solid. But you'll be surprised how many enemies in dungeons and stuff. F it, I'm drinking coffee. You'll be surprised how many enemies in dungeons are humanoids. So it's huge. It is huge. Alrighty, boys. Survival, right? Did I get a 16 done last night or 15 on this thing? I'm actually not even sure. Oh, by the way, I tried the Raptor Strike build, by the way, Jake. It's alright. That is exactly what I was looking for last night. Hell yeah. I know the dungeon trinkets are not as good as raid trinkets, but I know the Mark of Dark Gruul is apparently a really solid one for survival, so I'm gonna take it. I think it's gonna end up replacing my Drogbar Rocks, right? It's also got avoidance. That's huge. Oh, baby. I'll take it, dude. We're at that official 431 item level, boys. Character is starting to feel like a real one for the first time ever. Take it for Fury, then do yourself a favor and reroll Fury. Okay. Maybe I'll give Fury tonight a go, man. I like Arms Warrior. I've been practicing it. I've been playing it a lot. I know everybody in the mother plays Fury, but there's just something about Arms that I just like gave a go, and I kind of liked it. I just don't hate arms. You know what I mean? I like big executes. The mortal strikes feel pretty good. Alright, Shadow Priest, or rather Priest in general. I'm also playing this as a healer anyway. Ring, I mean, that's huge actually. From a perspective of this Priest, that's really good. For like Shadow, that's not great, because crit is whatever. Master would be more ideal, but like, I ain't complaining. I'm not complaining. Not even one bit. Not replaces this item. I do gotta get like a chance at these things. Like, you watch the haste. You know what, Evan? I'm just gonna throw a haste on this thing. Rank 2, I don't even care. Just having a haste is better than no haste. I do gotta get some embellishments in this thing for first time ever. Oh my god, I got no embellishments, bro. None. I'll probably get shoulders since I have tier head to toe. I'll make myself some better shoulders. Alrighty. Death Knight. Death Knight, we got the Shaman, Evoker, then Rogue, and the build will be good. We can jump into keys. Raptor Strike build is shedding low keys, slapping the heads to 20 plus. I mean, it seems to do pretty good in that Nelf Slayer that I ran the other day, or the other night. I think the Haste Mastery neck is probably better than the Crit Mastery one, isn't it? I think it's the first dud of the night, man. I think it's the first dud. That is unfortunate. It's really like Freehold friendly, makes sense. Yeah, it's just like the other abilities become like a lot more, what is that, front loaded. Like Raptor Strike ends up being like a filler at the very end of it all. So I guess it depends on the scenario, but like Monka's by still I think is going to be end up being really strong. That or play no cooldown build, which I think is going to be honestly not a terrible idea. No cooldown build could be really good. Also, this guy finally got tier. I could probably do some frost on this thing. I did end up buying like a really low item level helm. from the Rift, but it still is worth getting a full set of tier. Just because getting the 2-piece and the 4-piece is more than worth than anything. Wait, I'm saying Butchery did 1 million and it show 17. That's what I'm saying. Like if you just go Butchery build, no cooldowns or whatever, spend more time in purchasing Butchery. But I guess like it's just in single target, right? Mungo's Bite ends up doing a lot better. So I think it's worth a town point investment. But that is a town point that could go somewhere else anyway. So I see why Flank and Strike ends up being pretty strong too. I mean, it is 441. That's gonna be tier. I can upgrade it. So honestly, not that terrible. Serpent Sting, Kill Shot, Butchery. Yeah. All that is really, really good. At that point, I can see like, I don't know. It's just in single target. I think it just loses out though. Let me go and convert this shoulder into a proper tier set, boys. Just so I can have like not broken tier. And also, I am wondering if I should start using the Aspect Shadowflame crests. Because this guy got all these embellishments. I'm wondering if I just like start, I gotta get this recrafted though. But I'm wondering if I just start like putting into my tier pieces. Or just save them for like another crafted item. You know? I'm thinking just like, I gotta get a better trinket. But besides that, like, we're actually kind of good. Maybe like a ring. Maybe I could get a better ring, like a crafted ring or something. Maybe that'll be worth. Okay, let me go and convert this real quickly. By the way, Catalyst, use it. If you got it, use it. I also want to see if I can convert some of these things. A cloak, not better. Not better. Never mind. Never mind. No. That is unfortunate. Why does it have to be Versa Mastery for these and Crit Versa for this? I was hoping some haste somewhere out there. You know what I mean? Freehold, me and you should ranch together. I don't think I did know. Is that the one you linked just in Discord? Because I wouldn't be able to tell, honestly. But yeah. The whole jump range to ignore pain meta as arms so clunky to me. Jump and range to it just needs a redesign. Okay, I can kind of see what you mean by that. I like the ability for the defensive uses of it, but like having to use a defensive ability to do offensive damage, I think it just comes down to all about rage jumping, right? It's just a rage jump. But yeah, I could agree. I could agree with you on that. I feel like redesigning that because of the removing the clunky feeling out of it, I'll be okay with it. It's just like the way I look at it is as part of the rage management gameplay, but it does end up being like one of those like, I feel like you got them piano fingers trying to press multiple keys all at once, kind of all at the same time, which I guess you would just like macro maybe to some degree. But like, yeah, I kind of get what you mean though. Maybe we'll give Fury a go. Maybe we will, because I do have two-handers. Alright, Evoker, please get something good. I've done a lot of dungeons on this guy. At least 2 spots? No, more than that. Okay. I can either get a chest piece, which is a tier upgrade. Shoulders, which you can convert into a tier. But I got leech shoulders, so I don't know if I want to give that up. I'll get a cloak. Ring is not amazing. Weapon is okay, but I already have a weapon with haste mastery. I could do these gloves and upgrade them and use that haste mastery and drop my tier. I'm thinking, chat, what do you guys think? I'm thinking either chest piece just for the raw item level, right? Or swap out the gloves with Versa mastery. Nah, probably not worth. Probably chest, I'm thinking, yeah. Plus having a cleave whirlwind, super strikes, all similar abilities feel like perfect set of abilities to combine. As arms or as a fury? Thank you for the help, Dal. I'll be back to catch up on stream. Sounds good, Marcus. You can always message me in Discord DMs, by the way, if you got any questions about guy. I try to hit you guys back up whenever I can. That or I go with a cloak, chat, because 447. What do you guys think? I'm thinking either the chest, just because it's tier and I can upgrade to a higher item level. Maybe glove, but I'm starting to think maybe not, because I already have a mastery heavy gloves, which is kind of the only stat I really care about. I'm leaning between the cloak, which is like not the greatest secondaries either. I'm leaning towards the chest, chat. I'm thinking I'm gonna do the chest. Arms, Fury doesn't cleave with super strikes. I mean, that'd be kind of cool if it was a talented ability, honestly. You know, like imagine if Fury and Arms both had access to either one Whirlwind to cleave or Stupid Strikes, where like for a short amount of time, like you just cleave into however many targets. That'd be kind of neat. All right, we'll just go with chest. I do like the black Dragonflight look that it's got going on, though. I don't like that at all. I'm thinking maybe take it all the way to full 47. Unless there's like something else I can craft. I'm thinking go all the way full 47. I like the 440 item level, though. I do like this, chat. I do like seeing this. That makes me happy. That's the second character of the 440. I've been putting time into this Evoker. Lot of time, lots of effort. I still want to get a higher item level than that, but 440, I feels good. But yeah, let's get the Rogue out of the way, and then I want to either get the key done on the Rogue or just get some of the other alts out of the way, chat. I'll let you guys decide what we do. As a Rogue, I'm hoping, chat, because we got to get a couple of bosses on Mythic last week. So I can either get myself a decent item from Mythic Plus or Mythic Raid, and I'm hoping one or the other. Please give me Sarkarath loot. Please give me Sarkarath loot. Give me Sarkarath trinket. Maybe a cloak. Or Bile Tusk. I mean, those gloves are 450. That's an upgrade. Hold on a second. It is Sark loot. 3 extra item level? Pog. I think it's worth. I think it's worth. 450 gloves? Sark actually got Sarkarath loot. Actually, Sark loot. I mean, item level actually went up. Okay, if I can get myself this ring also replaced, my item level is gonna shoot up to like 447 or 446. Well, let's be realistic here. I was wondering, what do you get more of the convert tiers? Like, what do you get more charges? So you get the charges once a week. You get a charge globally on every one of your characters, just for every. Not even for logging in, because you get it even if you didn't log in that week. You just get one automatically applied to everybody in that region. So like Tuesday for NA, everybody gets a charge globally. Your main, your alts that you haven't even leveled, your alts that you haven't even like thought up and even put together. All those characters, every character just gets global charges. So like my Rogue, I don't use catalyst charges, and I have 5 stored in. If let's say I were to make a new character, right? Brand new character, level 1, level them all the way to 70. I walk up to the catalyst with an item that can be converted. I would already have 5 charges from the get-go, because it's been 5 weeks since this thing launched. So you just gotta have charges just because. Which is kind of nice, honestly. Kind of nice. So charges are global, whatever that means. But yeah, that's the best way I can explain it, honestly. Let me go with a... guys, what do you think? Blue or red? Blue or red? I'm kind of leaning back towards red now, honestly. I'm kind of liking the red. Like, the color scheme of red doesn't look bad. Blue isn't bad either, but red, I don't know. Dala would be able to get Mythic Star Cloak, Class Trinket, or Mythic Vault without killing them. No. Certain items you can. Sark loot, I don't think you can. Like, Weapon from Razageth was one of those special items that you could. Tier pieces from some of those bosses, you could. But like, normal weapons that aren't like specialty weapons, you wouldn't be able to. No. Is that the monk gloves? That purple actually looks kind of good, honestly. Red? Okay, we're gonna go full red. We're gonna go full red. I like red anyway. Red look good. Okay, now we're done. I actually got an upgrade, and we did actually get Sarkarath loot. I'm very, very happy about it. Very happy about it. Those are indestructible, but like 450 item level over 447. I mean, I can't get mad. I would love to get this ring like replaced completely, and if I get my Niffen quest done this week, I should be able to. As long as I can find somebody who can make the other ring. I also gotta sim it, just to see if it actually would be an upgrade or not. Because this ring is good, but like, it is kind of sort of equivalent to a 447, but like, it's always recommended to just sim it. And that'll be like the only one item that I have that's kind of lower item level. Unless I want to get like full 47 cloak or something. Which might be okay. But who knows. Alrighty boys, let's get some Mythic pluses out of the way. I want to get my dungeons done. Chat! Which class do we play off the bat? I want to play some of the stronger classes for M+. So either we're going to go on the Evoker and jump into like a real key. See if we can just bolster some of these boys out of here. That or Shadow Priest is really good. I want to explore some Mage, whether Fire, whether Frost. They did get nerfed, but I still want to see how strong they are. And I haven't really get to play Fire or Frost in a good bit of time. Guardian Druid is insane. In terms of just like tankiness, one of the best tanks in the game right now. Ridiculously fun too. Like really a lot of damage, lots of healing. I love that group play style where you got group healing. I'm a big fan of that one. And then there's also Paladin, which I just got a weapon for. I would love to play Paladin some more. This thing is a lot of fun as a healer. It did get nerfed, so I want to see how bad it plays now, if any. But it shouldn't be bad at all. Lock, that's another one that I've been having a lot of fun with. Warlock has been an absolute blast, man. Have to go last in duels or... Hey, not sure, kinda depends on how we do our duels for that night. No official rules added or anything. But the Warlock does not have a lot of gear, so if I do Warlock... I mean... I'd give it a shot. But like... I mean... Do we do Warlock, chat? I'll let you guys decide, man, what we'll play. Because I really want to play one of the better specs. But like Warlock, he doesn't have a lot of gear. So we're not going to be able to get into like a high-end key. I do need to replace that pet that I have. Like the Fellhound back there. I do need to replace that guy with like a better version. Because I know you can go to like Scholomance or something. Or maybe not Scholo. Like what are these Scholomance or like a library in Lockdown Holy Pala? Like the Holy, we can do either one. Warlock is not going to be able to do like a high-end key though. Like I'll see if I can sign up to like an 11 maybe. That's about all I can do. My item level is 412. I don't think I'll be able to really get into a lot of there's not a lot of options for me. That's my problem. Maybe like 11 at most, but like KSH alt. That's about all I can do. I don't know if that'll be enough though. Maybe they'll let me, maybe not. Wait, did it open a... Okay, it did open a vault. Why does this look like... It's like it has a white around it, like as if I got something waiting for me. What do we have actually? Nothing amazing. Okay. The trinket though, I do need to sim it. Raid bots. Hey Jake, what buff would I want out of that trinket, by the way? Is there a way I can check on raid bots? Or do I just have a recommendation that I can roll with? What are you thinking? I'm actually gonna plug the ONYXIA and let in. Like, I don't really know what's gonna be good here. And I'm gonna guess the spec is all haste. Heavy? Maybe? Okay, one of the rings doesn't even have a gem in it. Hold on, let me see if I can plug in a haste mastery. Which I think is the play. Who knows them? Haste or mastery, crit only in single target. Okay, so that's actually not that terrible. So at least there's some options. Let me see if I can get myself into a key. That or we could do the mega dungeon. We could try to see if we could join a mega dungeon. What do you guys think? Mega dungeon would be like a long, like we're committing for a long haul. But it really is not that terrible, honestly. Not terrible at all. It would work pretty well. Not an item maybe, actually. Never mind. Hold on. Forget about it. Ignore me. Let's just try to see if we can get into an 11. I don't know if we can. Maybe. There's a lot of Wildemans in here. So maybe. I'll try. But that's pretty low item level. I don't know. I'll do this. We'll do this for like 5-ish minutes, couple of minutes. If I'm just not getting your bites, chat, we go Paladin. Just because Paladin is at least as a healer. I'll hit for a 480 chaos bolt. Is that normal? Or is that high? I don't even know. I'm just getting into Destro. I don't even know where to like begin. So apparently the trinket that I had before, which is the Desperate Evoker's Codex, is a little better than what I currently got. Unless I can upgrade these trinkets. Which is why I think I grabbed them. But I don't think I have the mats for them yet. Honestly, I might need to do a +8, dude, for all we know. Let me do this. Let me resim them. And I'll sim the trinkets that I have at like highest upgrade possible. And I'll see what sims better. You want to build for it or mine today in 18? So this is the build that I got for Mythic Pluses, which is basically what I took from like Icy Veins or whatever. Or was it Subcreation? One of the two. But that's like the build that I think just about everybody runs. You could probably modify depending on the dungeon, but like it plays into the Channel Demon Fire and Raging Demon Fire. I guess you could also go Crashing Chaos over the whole Blasphemy, but it just seems like Blasphemy isn't that bad for M+. I could see maybe swapping out Power Overwhelming for like Crashing Chaos, at least 1 point of it. Or 2? I don't even know. Yeah, so it's gonna be the Paracausal Fragment of Azeroth if it can upgrade it. That's not terrible. Actually, it's exactly the same amount of damage. Huh. Okay, so if I do this, right, and pop this, let's give you my ONYXIA trinket. We go to the Paracausal Fragment of Azeroth. We up it to, I guess 415. Now it's like we at least have a little bit more item level. At least it's a little better. It's a little more presentable. We are not getting bites yet. I wish I had like a real key on this guy, honestly. I wish I had a real key. I just don't play Warlock. It's only like this week is when I really started like working on this character. Got him their tier set. I need gear though. I just need to like do a normal run or something. A couple of normal runs of the Aberrus raid and then just get myself lower Mythic Pluses done. That's what I need, man. That's what I need. KSH alt maybe? Okay, now it's all getting declines. Let's see. I don't even know if the KSH alt thing is gonna... Wait, I can't spell it. I don't even know if... Can't spell. I don't know if the KSH alt thing is gonna work at this low of an item level, man. I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna cut it. Yeah, one of them get just straight up declined. It's just too low of an item level, man. Like, maybe someone will take me, but like, it's a low item level. You know, it's just, even if it's like, oh, this guy knows mechanics, but like, his damage is just gonna be like hard carry. You know what I mean? So I'll try. But I can't promise you boys anything. Natharis, like, I don't know. There's a new build because the challenge changes to 10.15. Oh, is it really? Did they update anything? What spec do you even play for like Mythic Pluses right now for Warlock? Because I don't think you play Afi. Or maybe you do. I don't know if I know. Okay, let me see what builds people are playing then. God, Augmentation Evoker isn't so good right now. Yeah, you're right. Crashing Chaos apparently is the play. So there are builds that are playing what I'm playing in 28, but then there's the 27s, which is a lot more popular, which does play into the big... What? Grand Warlock design? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay. Chat, I'm gonna recreate this here real quick. Okay. So none of this. 2 points. And it's 1 point out of somewhere. Where did it take it out of? It rips a point out of something. Down the middle? It doesn't do Chaos Incarnate? It just lets the mastery just fluctuate? Just so you can play Infernal? Hello, what's up, Mark? How you doing, my man? Wait, you playing the cooldown reduction? No way. Wait, that actually could be Pog. Wait, that actually could be Pog. Yeah, that's like built on Subcreation. It just goes no Chaos Incarnate just goes Grand Warlock design, so you get cooldown reduction. Basically a similar build that you had back in like SL, wasn't it? Wait, this could be kind of good actually. Alright, chat, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get into any of these keys. Maybe like a +10, but like getting into 11 or whatever, I don't know, man. I don't know. Destro isn't that like super hard carry. I'm not an Evoker right now. I feel like if I was Evoker, healer, or tank, easily lower item level, everybody takes you. Evoker, particularly, everybody takes you. Everybody needs you. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to. All right, we'll do Paladin. Just because this guy, I don't think I can. That is not what I'm playing. Copy this morning. I would check sub creation right now. It is pretty different, but I want to try it. I don't know if it'll be good, but I want to give it a go. We'll do Pala. Just because my Warlock cannot get into a proper key yet. Jay can play Warcraft? Hopefully. Hopefully. Otherwise, I've been having all these WoW conversations this entire time. Alright, this guy, I could probably do like a 15, right? Plus 15, 16? I don't know, I'll just send him for anything. Let's see if they take me at all. Because like, Paladin shouldn't be all that difficult. I say that, I was kind of... No, I wouldn't say I was struggling in that my key. Freehold maybe? I do need like some extra like keys with score on this guy. But we'll see. I don't know, 15, 16 I guess is what we'll start with. Yeah, 15 will work. It's a freehold and it's a bear. Oh, okay, that's gonna be fun. So this is the build that I'm playing for Holy. I am playing into the Beacon of Faith, where I guess you'll put up like a Beacon of Faith either on an ally that needs it or either on yourself, so you don't have to worry about your own self healing. And you mostly stay in the melee. You press the Holy Shock ability, Judgment, Crusading Strike to get some resources, and then you just dump the rest of your resources into Word of Glory. I think with the changes that they've implemented this week, you do less of AoE healing, more single target healing. But I could be wrong on that one. But even then, doesn't matter really. I healed a whole array to normal on Pally this week, pretty chill. Yeah, I haven't done the healing build yet. No, I've only done the M+ build. I do need to take this thing into like a healing, raid healing situation at some point. But for now, it's all I got is this. It's just M+s. 16 is easy this week. Oh yeah, no, for sure. 16 is easy. It's just, I don't think I can get into a key with like no score. You know, it's just like one of those things where it's an alt, it's a kind of lower item level. There is going to be some leeway from a lot of the groups that are like, you know, trying to figure out, okay, well, what key can, wait, 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 now I want a duck as a pet. The KWTF. I like that thing. That is so good. Oh my god, dude. I gotta get that. I gotta get a duck. What should be like terrible too? What should be like a cunning pet or something? I'd be legitimately sad. I'm hoping they're like a leech pet or like a tenacity pet at the very least. But yeah. Bonus lit Mythic plus 4 while I killing them. Bonus lit from the vault. That one I'm not sure about. That one I'm not sure about. I think Razagath's bow was unique. Actually, could you do that with Razagath in the vault with incarnates? Because I imagine they would use the same rules as vault, right? So if you could use it in the vault, you probably can then. But I'm not 100%. I'm just not sure. I am just unsure. How did it work back in vault? That'll give you a bit more information. Because I don't remember. I literally don't. Bears heal huge now. Bears can literally heal. You don't even need to heal with a bear. Like if the bear knows what they're doing and they're super aggressive at spending their rage, and they got an Augie Evoker buffing them, like bears don't need a healer. Like there's some dungeon runs where the healer, Holy Paladin usually, is just doing as much damage as they can and then off healing. They're not even a full healer. They're off healing rather than anything. And the bear is the one healing the group. You got the big AoE heal every time you spend a certain amount of rage, then big regrowths, and as long as everybody does not go out of the way to take additional damage, like the bear can do really, really well. Like ridiculously well. I've been asking Ashkandi whether I've been seeing Ashkandi drop without an Atharion and Unseen. Is Ashkandi count as a bonus loot? Does it? I don't think Ashkandi is bonus loot. That's the thing. I don't know. I would ask like on the Warrior or Paladin Discord if you have this added. Maybe they will have a better idea, right? Hey guys, can Ashkandi drop even if you didn't kill the boss? Thanks and appreciate you. You know what I mean? Just hit them with one of those. See what they say. Who knows, honestly. Bear can also AoE heal fun today. Yeah, Bear Druid's got group heal and single target healing. So the group healing is just going to be there after the wildfire. Just spending like a ton of rage and you'll get a pretty big heal to your party, which can crit. And if you play Dreamless Scenarios, you could do single target regrowth crits or heals. But if the crit, it's like 400,000 heal. It's huge. And then you got Nature's Vigil. They nerfed it, but it's still really, really good for healing party. And that's it. Yeah. And they just gotta raise everybody down. And you also got self-healing together with Innate Resolve. And you also got Bark Skin. You got yourself the Rage of the Sleeper. You got a tier set that gives you quite a bit of healing. Like, that's something to remember. The 4 set, I think it was a 2 set. When you take damage, Mangle and Thrash, damage and regeneration increase by 50% for 8 seconds, and you heal for 6% of damage taken over 8 seconds. I mean, that's still a solid bit of healing. And then the maximum health makes all your healing effects and health heals that are working off of like your stamina more effective, I believe. Unless I got the twisted. Or do I? Hold on. Like what percent? I guess no, you do have percentage healing, don't you? I guess technically it is more because it is just bigger health pool, but like it doesn't really matter. It just, yeah, I guess it just that part doesn't really matter. But they having more health to like as a buffer is really, really, really good. Plus, you also have, since Raise is usable and Thrash can stack multiple times and does more damage, has a 20% chance to trigger again. Urza's Fury becomes really, really good. You could build up a sizable shield in a big AoE situation. You can just pop off. It is nice. It is nice. We do one of these. Give this guy a big heal. Alright, so I've been practicing this thing a little bit. Hopefully it's in a good spot. But we'll see. Oh god. I'm gonna die, please? Okay, Bear DC'd immediately. Bear ran in, insta DC. Is he alive? Is he there? Hold on. AFK? Disconnect? Yeah. Yes, actually. Yeah, he's just running. They're staring at him. Like as if he's like doing something to them. I mean, he's dying now. Wait, is he back? I can't tell. No, it looks like all the mobs are like de-aggroed. Or they aggroed and everybody else. I guess I could do this, right? I could keep us alive here for a little bit. That wasn't great. Yeah, he just fully DC'd. I think it's a dud, man. I think it's a dud. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm starting to kind of like retreat. Yeah, I'm thinking we bounce out of here. This ain't gonna work. This guy's really like, yo, just go anywhere. Just give it a chance, man. Just looking at me. I don't know, dude. I don't know if I can help that man. Yeah, I think it's just done. I mean, maybe if he reconnects quick enough, maybe it'll be okay. I mean, we were gripping him around. Like perpetuating his body. Like, oh yeah, he's totally back, guys. He's totally back. Yeah, he's just gone. I think it's just over. I think we just go another key, man. F, yeah. That is unfortunate. Feel like that. Sorry. Get him next time. Are you gonna die? Trying to keep you alive. I think it's over, friends. Unless this guy somehow, some way comes back. I think that's it. That run. Finding another one. Bear could also, yeah, a reheal. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really good. Bear in general is really solid. I like Bear a lot. Bear, big good. Dude, this guy's given as much opportunity to come back as possible. All the opportunity in the world. Look how patient everybody is, man. You know what I mean? It's his key. What about Mythic Guild? You trying to get him to take our shock as Skarn? Didn't they nerf our shock? I think it should be fine then, right? GG, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna run now, boys. We're gonna look for another key. Real quick. We'll try to do a 16 if I can. But like 15, 16 is what we'll look for. That or... I should hop on an augmentation, shouldn't I? I should have hopped on aug. I mean, I'll try setting up for a couple of these 16s maybe. See if they'll take me. The Tharos isn't all that bad, I don't think. Although, famous last words. I'll try 16s, but I'll probably have an easy time getting into a 15. Who knows though? So bad? I mean, nothing you could really do about it, right? What's up, Kira? Hi to my man. Yeah, nothing you could do about it. The guy just having like a DC fest. I think that happened the other day. We tried to do a Freehold as well. I think it was Malachi who ran in, insta DC'd, and I think he was the tank of the group or something. And we gave him plenty of time, but it just, nothing worked. So, just gotta let it go. I could probably hold them one, right? As long as I'm like kind of sort of in range of everybody. I might even want to just actually stay out in where the ranged are, just so like my mastery can get some kind of a value. Actually, no, it wouldn't be that big of an issue. Because I can handle Freedom 1, dispel another guy. And I really just need to heal one dude at a time. That might be the key to go for, honestly. I don't think I'll be able to get into that group. We'll try 15, huh? I'll try something up for this one anyway. But otherwise, yeah, 15 Freehold. Can easily get into one of those. Do we need Big Boomy? Okay, 2 guys and we're good. It's okay. What is the nerf of the shock anyway, by the way, Jake? The Skarn also not super fun. This is gonna be honest with you. Not really all that fun when it comes to like a bosses. I mean, it's doable. It's just like a really back and forth, lots of coordination. It's just hassle is the best way to describe that boss, honestly. It's just kind of a hassle, honestly. Also, I should be using my Tears Deliverance a lot more often, by the way. I forgot about that entirely. I need to use that Insta. I think I just need to send that one immediately. What's up, Nearoni? I did fair, but we have a good one. Hey, how you doing? I literally saw one of the one of those vendor goblins over in the Booty Bay, huh? Yo, Oni, guess what? Running off of 0 hours of sleep, feeling. I was gonna say fantastic, but I know I'd be lying. Feeling like death here, but otherwise doing good. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Oh my god, dude. I decided I want to reset my sleep schedule, and the way to do it is by not sleeping, staying up. I don't know if that's a good idea long term. I don't even know if I'm in for a lot of the bosses in the raid tonight either. I finally killed Sark and the Rock. Let's go! Any good loot out of it? If it's up to little, I tried to see if I could reset my sleep schedule. It was either a choice of sleep very little and try to stay up all day today, so I can go to bed at a normal time, reset my sleep schedule, and go back to being all hunky-dory. That or give up trying to reset my sleep schedule and just kind of roll with it. Want to do one of the want to do one of these. There we go. Now we're chilling. But yeah, it was just really a question of like what I want to do with my sleep schedule, and I decided I do want to reset it. Either I sleep like normal and try to see if I can wake up early, which I did not think I could, or I go to bed early and just chill. I decided to chill. Wait, what am I trying to say? Hold on. Yeah, I can't even put my thoughts together. My brain is so scrambled right now. It is crazy. What I'm trying to say is, I had the choice of either go to bed and try to see if I can maybe wake up and fix my sleep schedule tomorrow, or today rather. And I decided I probably won't be able to do that. Like even if I tried, I'm probably okay. We made some more friends. I don't know if I meant to make that many friends. Somehow we pulled. I'm not sure how, but we can make it happen. That is a lot of mobs we pulled, by the way. Like we could probably live this, but this is gonna be painful. I mean, it's a bear druid, so at least like it's a very good tank for this kind of pull. Where's the hunter at? I don't even know. Is that how we pulled? Because he fell down? I'm thinking that's the case. I'm thinking that was the case. Actually gonna do one of these, just to make sure I'm all good. The bear doesn't really need a lot of healing, by the way. I'm actually just not having to heal him a lot. Let's go big heal. Big heal here. I have to heal him like this. Okay, this works. Big heal. Big heal. Big damage. Still gotta burst this guy down. But hopefully that made a little bit of sense in my rambling. I guess I'm resetting. I didn't realize the bird is already in play. I did not realize the boss was already in play. But I guess we did kill those guys down there. We still have these guards out, so we're just gonna try not to pull them if we can. Is he playing Edge Palette? I like it a ton. It's the new changes they've gotten are so good. The new combo between Daybreak as well as with Divine Toll and with Tears. It's really solid. I'm a fan of it. Big fan. Big fan. Overall, I like it a lot. I guess I'll give the hunter buff. Wait, we actually have a normal evoker? I guess we do. Oh, we all got hit. Okay. I'm gonna dispel myself. Warrior, we're gonna get each other hit, by the way. Just stand there. Okay, this is doable. Warrior friend, you're gonna get hit. Yeah, one of you guys is gonna get hit for sure. The bear's trying to bait it. I see it. I see it now. Maybe we should give Evoker buffs. Probably should give Evoker buffs. That'll work. I'm gonna go distance, honestly. Kill him. Kill him. We'll heal that guy, but he's super far away. This is not ideal. Oh my god. Good thing my healing is so good right now. Oh, Jesus. Every single one of those holy shocks to just top somebody. Oh, huge. I healed the mega dungeon for Paladin was stressful. Yeah, that one is 427 minimum. Like, yeah, you can technically do it at a lower item level too, but like 427 is gonna feel a lot better. So you basically win hard mode, and there's already a hard mode for that place anyway, which like just make sure you don't die. Oh, not having spitefulls, by the way, is insane. I love it. Can we check the heal details? Yes, I can run him for a little bit here. I was gonna maybe pop him on after the run.
Watch your step. Charging. Watch your step.
But you'll see that the Bear Druid is real good. Bear Druid, very good. Literally during this phase, he's just like doing more healing than I am. Because I don't really need to heal him. He just got Ursa's Fury the entire time. I'll switch to damage for just a little bit here. Because I'm interested to see who's doing the most damage right now. Actually, kind of a little bit sad that we got a plain Evoker, not the augment one. Kind of like the augment Evoker at this point. Just a fan. Master Bear heal, dude. They actually don't need my healing at all. Look at that. I actually am just. I'm just cosmetic at this point. I'm a cosmetic class right now. Like he's just going in there. He's pulling everything. He literally doesn't need me. Like I can just stop killing him entirely, and he'll just heal himself. He's got all the control in the world too. Like if I can somehow just remove him off of my bar so you didn't have to heal him at all. Like he's got himself covered. Like just passive healing is insane good right now. How about it last time? Yeah, for real, for real, for real. Ow. Okay, man's down. I can get you up in a second here. Here we go. Okay, we're both Evoker. We'll Hand of Freedom. Please don't run him out. We can help it.
Target you. Danger, danger.
Try to make sure I get myself a buff.
Target you.
Do it like this. Get myself a buff. Nice, now we're chilling. I am burning through a lot of mana. That's one thing I noticed about Paladin. I am burning through a ton of mana right now. I'm also hurting. Hurting lots.
Target you.
I guess that is one thing about Paladin right now is you can go through a ton of mana very, very quickly. One time I had to heal the bear. This entire time otherwise have been pretty good. Yo, man, what's up, birds? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. What's the affix for tomorrow? The affix is what is the affix actually? Tyrannical, Storming, Raging. Tyrannical, Storming, and Raging. It's not too bad, honestly. I think the Tyrannical part is going to be the only part that's kind of sort of difficult depending on the key. That's kind of like a instance per instance basis, more than anything.
I'm out of range. your step.
Try to see if I can keep us alive somehow.
Watch your step.
Apparently Evoker, I couldn't bop you. Try to bop you though. Did not happen. Look at the barrier damage, by the way. I probably should just be giving him Blessing of Summer at this point. I mean, Evoker is probably still a little bit better, but man, that guy popped off. I think actually Evoker would have done pretty well too if he was alive. But that's probably my fault more than anything. Rogue zooms in with a smoothie. Hope you get some invites. Barely returned 700 pugs. Rogues, I mean, Subtlety Rogue is pretty decent. But I wouldn't say Rogue is like insane or anything. Yeah, Rogues hasn't really been insane for a good bit now. Like, definitely not terrible.
Watch your step.
I think right now the only classes that are really solid for M+ that everybody wants. I mean, maybe the mage changes will end up kind of changing it up a little bit, right? Because then they get nerfed. But like, I don't think so. Shadow Priest, Evoker, Fire Mage, those are the ones that a lot of people are looking out for right now. Melee are not as popular as they used to be. They are still decent, but there's far more caster groups right now when it comes to like M+ in general.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
But yeah, things with the Rogue right now is good, but there are classes that are way better. Yeah, it's just like the casters are scaling super well off of the Evoker. Like, Rogue isn't terrible, but it's not necessary, right? That's one thing I'll say about Rogue. We just don't really feel necessary at the moment. But yeah, I also just wouldn't describe us like we're terrible either. Just we're not great. It's kind of like a very similar to like the season of, what is it, last season of, I'd say PFA was, or like, you know, Shroud was very highly valued, but then you can kind of bypass Shroud thing because of the new affix they added back for the season 4. The, what is it called, the, I forget the name of it. Obelisk is the Obelisk one, but it has a name. I forget what it was though. What group comes through with this weekend? I think it's going to be a lot of Augie Evokers, Fire Mages, Shadow Priests, maybe Warlocks. I think it's going to be very caster heavy because casters tend to scale pretty well with the Augie Evoker. Melee do too, but like a lot of the melee right now scale off of Versa, like Red Pally, pretty good M+, scales off of Versa. Rogue also scales off of Versa. Maybe even Mastery. Augmented Evoker brings pure agility, strength, intellect buff, and I feel like for those classes that scale like off of pure raw stats, for them it's just a lot better. You know? Also love being able to go for instant cast Holy Lights. That's really cool. Big fan of that. Just the healing from those things seems a little strong.
Run.
Oh. Oh, boys. Trying to keep everybody alive here. Oh, Warrior, please. Warrior, please. Oh, I try to keep him alive, man. I pumped Word of Glories into him back to back. I did the best I could there. I think it was just standing on top of the shark. The man's just jumping the shark. I mean, I could res you, but like... Fine. Actually kind of works out with the pad anyway. Can we get around? Technically, yes. Yeah, name was best season ever. Yeah, the season 4 was really, really good though. Are you popping blessing on the season in yourself? Yes, you kind of have to. Well, I feel like blessing of summer you pop on others, but like cooldown reduction, like blessing winter is just a mana buff now. So I pop that. Blessing of spring, if I pop it on myself, I do 15% more healing and I receive 30% more, but it's mostly that 50% more healing taken or done is the important part for that one. So there, yes, I am. For that one, yes, I am.
Watch your step.
Uh-oh. We're not gonna feel great here. Hold on. Top you. Top myself. Pop this.
Watch your step.
Drop one of these. Group heal. Gotta get a dispel. But yeah, blessing is fine. The cooldown reduction is also like recommended to put on yourself just because that's cooldowns for you defensively and offensively. You can put it on someone else, but it's just like... There are some classes that benefit from it, but it's like 30% CDR for like 12 seconds. It's like 17 seconds off of like someone's buff or someone's like major cooldown. And it's just perfectly normal to put it on yourself there in that situation. Just because you feel like if you're not sure, it's perfectly reasonable apparently to put it on yourself instead. If you don't have a specific target. Like summer, you definitely want to put it on a DPS or something. So it all depends, really. God, this guy takes no damage at all.
In front.
Bear Druid just gets hit by oil thing, and then just nothing. Just his health doesn't go anywhere at all. Like, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love how strong it is. I like how they went after, like, Holy Pala. But, like, they should have went after this guy. He's doing more healing than I am. Oh my god. Luster, please. Oh wait, no, we're lusted already. Maybe I should have went Shield Slam. I don't even know if it's worth keep bunning. Might be.
Watch your step.
Oh, that's me. Do this little judder. Little stutter step.
Watch
Watcher, please. Spell. Or freezing trap. Freezy trap.
Phase 2.
Okay, I'm gonna end up being a contributor to the puddles on the ground. Try to stay on the warrior if I can.
Watch where.
They give us a buff here.
Watch your step.
Warrior, please. Cutting me off, man. That guy's just cutting me off. Blind.
Watch where.
Nice. Good evoker stun. Big AoE heal. Topping us. Should have probably had this rolling as well. But now it's okay.
Watch your step.
Now we're actually golden.
Watch where.
Stun him. I'm just gonna have to... Or sucks, actually. We're fine. We're chilling.
Phase 3. Watch way. Watch your step.
Acquaint these scallywags with our heavy gun.
I mean, I'll take it. That was really fun, by the way. It's very, very fast paced. The bear turret popping off and damage, by the way. How about healing? Look, I don't even need to heal him. Look at this. He just put an absorb shield on himself. His health doesn't go anywhere. He's literally healing our party the entire time as well. He's got friends in regen. He had to only press 13 times because otherwise he has this massive, massive shield. So the amount of times I can heal him is very small. Like, the moments where I actually get like valuable healing on the guy. Greater Judgment as preventative, Beacon to cleave, and then Broadkeepers, which is just constantly healing him. So the times where I can actually focus heal him are just so small. I think I had to heal the warrior in most cases. Like, effective healing on the warrior, effective healing on the evoker, on the hunter. Oh man, it is great, dude. I love me some Paladin, and this is the nerf version. It still feels really good to play. I really want to get this thing geared out though. Hey, what's up, Rob? How you doing, man? About Blessing of Spring on Unholy, Blood DK, Guardian Druid, Blessing of Summer and Melees, Blessing of Autumn on the Evoker, Orin Warlocks, Blessing of Winter on myself and other healers from raiding. Yeah, I think there's definitely like, there's a lot more optimization you could do with the blessings. From what I read in the guide though, like just doing a quick look-see about like, oh, okay, let's learn some of the new changes. They said in the guide that it's fine if you press all three on yourself and somewhere on like the hardest hitting class in your group, just because the harder they hit, the better that's going to show up in your bards. But obviously I didn't do that great with it. But yeah, it's good. It's perfectly fine apparently. But yeah, I'm sure there's like, as you said, your mechanic is probably a lot better there. And Jay got yeeted. Jake, I hope your messages should come back here in a bit. I can't like time you out or anything like that. But yeah. We bring CC, that's basically it. I mean, even then, like, I think AoE CC is probably a lot better. Like blind and a full kidney shot, like that could be replaced with another class that can bring like a hard CC to that one target too. You know what I mean? It just AoE CC ends up being a lot stronger to him. Shroud, yeah, Shroud. I mean, mages can bring Shroud, right? Mobs of the Eye, Esprit, of course, has everything good. Yeah, it's Might Suit. I mean, basically like a soft version of Shroud. Honestly, like, you don't even want to do it anyway. Like, yes, you can walk by these mobs, or you can pull all of them and you can down get your some percent, which is like, a mage is a lot better at that. Shadow Priest is a lot better at that. Evoker is there to buff them. And as long as neither of the DPS die, like, they do a ton of damage. And with a rogue, like, you can bring a rogue, but then you have to put somebody in the melee, in the fray, and you already have the tank in there. Or the paladin that's already, you know, it's pretty packed. You know what I mean? It's pretty busy over there anyway. Can I show nerfs, Dala? Yes, I can go over the nerfs. What's up, Ashley? Hope you're having a good one. Let me pull them up real quick. I think they just had a recently blue post. By the way, class-specific spec weapons and things look so good. I'll show you guys in a second what these look like, but they look so good. I'm so excited. Okay, hold on a second. Here it is. So these are the hotfixes for this week. The buffs and nerfs are mages. Arcane Barrage damage increased by 3. Resonance damage per target increased by 10 was 12, so it's a nerf. Arcane Explosion damage reduced by 6. Arcane Orb damage reduced by 8. Fire damage of all abilities reduced by 5. Flame Strike reduced by 6. And now deals less damage beyond 8 targets. Flame Patch, same thing, soft cap 8 targets. Sun King's Blessing buffs your next Pyroblast by 260% instead of 275. Either way, nerfs. Mage, Frost, Frozen Orb damage reduced by 5. Blizzard damage reduced by 4. Comet Storm reduced by 5. Sub-Zero damage of real frozen targets reduced to 5 and 10%. I don't know what it was before, like maybe 10, 20. Holy, all healing reduced by 8%. All damage reduced by 12%. And Tears Deliverance healing reduced by 15. Still feels fantastic. I mean, I'm running that dungeon at a, what, 16? And I'm at a 420 item level-ish. Still running the stupid Onyx amulet. Don't have the greatest trinkets in the world, you know. don't have the best gear, and don't even have my tier. But like my healing felt fantastic. I mean, the druid, of course, is carrying a lot of it, right? It should not be understated. The druid definitely carried that a lot. But like the times when somebody does need healing, like East Force, Karaja, like besides whenever like everybody else takes damage, I'm able to keep everybody alive. Mine is that one warrior who was standing next to the shark, but that's like the only time that I remember someone dying. Okay, there was a Blinky who did fall off the ledge where I couldn't even see him, so that was a death that I literally couldn't even help. East Force did get smacked by an ad within half a second. Captain Raoul autoed him and autoed him again. Actually, full auto by Captain Raoul. He was fine. Everything was okay. I hit him with a Word of Glory. He got autoed. Maybe I could have saved him in like half a second, but that's like a global is a full second for me. So I don't even know if I could. He should be autoed by a boss anyway, but I think it's because the bear got hit with a barrel. So, yeah. Karaji was okay. It was fine. It was okay. He was fine. I guess I didn't really have a solid heal. I did Holy Shock him, and there was Glimmer rolling on him. And I Holy Shocked him twice. And it was okay. It was okay. He got meleeed by Blacktooth. Meleeed by Blacktooth. So I guess he's in melee to both of them. Meleeed once. Meleeed twice. He pressed scales. He got harpooned in. I think I was trying to get somebody stabilized. So maybe that's somebody I could have saved there. Right? Maybe that one. Yeah, I could give it that. Shark, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I probably could have saved it, honestly. So, okay, so that's two. But, like, one is getting hit by mechanics where you probably shouldn't, but that's okay. I probably could have saved it. And the other is getting beat up by dudes. I probably could have saved it. But, like, as a Evoker, this way you would fly away, right? Getting hit by dudes that are focusing you down. You normally just want to... It feels like they died to mechanics where it's like, you could... I could argue easily, I think. I could argue easily, right? That's a mechanic. You didn't play the mechanic. You're dead. Could I probably have healed it? Yes. Probably if it was a little less loopy. But it's funny either way. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Again, bear did carry. 100% bear carried. Even a damage bear carried. It's so good. It is so good. What's up, Dukes? Was a blind rage melee. Again, like you could make an argument like the guy shouldn't be getting hit by melees. He should be backing up away when he's getting focused down like this. You could also make an argument like, but you have a blind, so like you should probably blind the ads, right? The DPS don't have to go anywhere. True. You should just heal him through the damage. Yeah, not wrong. I guess it depends how you view it, honestly. Put Monk down. Do we do Monk? I was gonna do Bear Druid, Evoker, maybe some Shadow Priest, or maybe head up the Fire Mage. But what do you guys want to see, ma'am? I'll let you guys decide what we do next. I'm playing Survival Hunter with 40% versus in Dungeon Poggers. That's pretty good. That seems real good. If we do Monk, I mean, I could try doing like a 16. Although last week I was struggling with that for some reason. 40%. I mean, 40% I think is achievable. Like if you PvP. No one gives bear love against play bear. Bears are really, really good right now, Carlos. What do you mean? They're insane. I feel like a god mode when I play my bear. They actually take no damage at all. Chat, what do we play next? Monk or bear, man? It looks like we're playing a tank. The Evoker and Rogue go at 22% versus somehow. Big mastery buff then. Or maybe we should play Evoker. Should we do Evoker? Maybe do like a real key? Because I had a Freehold last time I looked at it. Actually, no. Let me show you guys these weapons that are coming out. Here they are. So, we don't know how you get these items. But it looks like there's new armor that are class specific, but also weapons that are class specific that almost remind you a little bit of... Teddy bear? Okay, we'll do better afterwards. They almost remind you of artifact weapons. So Death Knights are getting this spider-esque shoulders and helm. And it looks like there's two variations of it that are found on PTR. Then there's a weapon, which one that's a one-hander. Odd, it looks like the Frost DK one-hander artifact weapon. Two-hander, kind of looks like the unholy weapon. And we got a big old battle axe with a thing in the middle. Kind of like a blood DK weapon, but it's some variations. Demon Hunter set looks insane. The horns, the shoulders, how it's just like fractured. Oh, I love it. Big fan. And even the weapon looks kind of like a artifact weapon back in the day. There's a green version. Green. And you know, there's a glaive too. A couple of variations of those. Feral Druid, or Druid rather. Looks like Ashamane. Kind of like the look. The shoulders, the helm. The dagger, which are the daggers. Fangs of Ashamane, which used to be agility back in the day. Second variation of it. Very druidic color schemes. Fist weapon. A fist weapon. Bears. Druids normally don't run fist weapons, but bear druid artifact skin back in Legion was a fist weapon. It was a dagger, pair of daggers for feral, and pair of fists for bear. There's a staff. There's another staff. Monk, which looks like a ghostly monk. There's two variations of it by the looks of it. I only see this one, but this is a new one. And then there's a keg that goes over your shoulder, like the artifact weapon. There's a fan, which is new and interesting. I kind of like this one a lot. I like this color scheme a lot. This one. The red is good, but this one, the black and white, is clean. And then there's a monk staff in there as well. Warlock set, second variation. I like this one a lot. I like this red one a lot. This purple isn't bad, but I like this one a lot. And there's a staff, two variations. There's a dagger. There's a skull. So unlike the artifact weapon, which is a floating skull, this one you just hold in the hand, but the jaw moves and stuff. So it looks like it's almost trying to talk, but like the jaw gets all like creaking to the side a little bit. The warrior set looks like Herod set from like, I think it was Scarlet Monastery? Graveyard? You get what I mean. Scarlet, right? With a sword and board. And looks like there's two variations of it. Sword has a wolf, which makes you think of Varian. Rest in peace. There's the shield with a rose through it. There's a two-hander. And that's it. And there was a couple more, I thought. But I guess I'm wrong on that. Wait, wrong one. Uh-oh. Alright, let's do bear. Bears are insane. We did a, what is it? I did a 17 last week. It was really easy. I didn't have any score. Hopefully I get a good key out of this one. It says literally not hold set. Kind of, yeah. We don't know what these are going to be for yet. Like, they didn't announce anything special with them yet. But people are assuming, like, what if this is like a Mage Tower of sorts? I have a Nell Slayer, so I guess we could do that. Unless you have a better key. Which, being on your Evoker, you probably have a giga good key. Yeah, we'll do Nell Slayer. We'll do my Nells. If you pass lead, then I could do that. You want to do 20 VTP? I can't do 20 VTP at 430 item level. I don't think so. I don't think so, dog. I would love to, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, maybe like my 17, we could do that. No, so there's 17, very doable. Armor Edel. So what? What do you mean? Bladed fans? I do like the bladed fans. I think they look clean. Like, really clean. I think they look real good. Yellow it? On a 20? Hell no, dude. Maybe like if I played Feral, but like Guardian? I need a bit of practice on this thing, man. Check the gear. What do you got? Oh, I need to get a Lego still. That's what I've seen a lot of Evokers run, is that cloak specifically. I think because of its master, but also the defensive value is huge. Nutty. I guess a Warlock is fine. I should be bear. Hold on, can I change it? Okay. There you go. I'm gonna bear this. I believe in you. Okay, in the 17 you can believe in me, not on a 20. I don't want to troll someone's key, man. Last time I tried to do a 20 on stream, it was a what, double Evoker, double AUG thing we were doing. That was not gonna work out well. You know what? We got ourselves a pretty big caster setup. We need to swap out Chandels to a Shadow Priest, and I think we'll be solid. Otherwise, we're good. We just need a healer. We'll be good to go. Now, I don't really know how to do the polls in this place whatsoever. I'm just gonna go like big probably. It's tyrannical, and I doubt it's gonna be super scary. But shall like what? I guess I'll do the spore pull into worm boys, and then I'll do like a big skitter pull with the big dudes. And I'll pull the rocky boys down by the bridge, down by the cliff, where they jump down. And then the bosses, I think it's gonna be the only hard part. First boss, I gotta make sure I get the ads towards me. Second boss is just like mini game. Third boss, I just gotta stay in melee and just off heal and then run away whenever I get hit by a tongue. That's really about it. Otherwise, literally standing in melee. A lot of things struggle with that part because then the boss starts auto attacking anything that's near it, and that's how you start losing people. And then final guy, what do you do for the final boss? I guess like what, keep everybody close, and then just raise the frontal away. I guess if I put him on a wall, I'll be alright too, yeah? Or no, as a bear, can't I just also like also charge? I also have Skull Bash. I guess as long as I have like a way to reconnect back with the boss, that'll be alright. Well, we can get a healer. But yeah, nobody really knows what they're gonna do with those weapons and armor. I'm thinking they'll do like a Mage Tower thing. Maybe it'll be like a challenge mode. Maybe it'll just be like a quest line where every class could just unlock their armor pieces. I'm hoping it's like a Mage Tower though. I'm hoping it's like a Mage Tower or sorts. Like a solo challenge of you versus the boss that tests your class spec mechanics or whatever. Not literally Mage Tower, but like a Mage Tower like experience with like a boss and just you versus the boss. Although I could see people like not enjoy that. Just because remember when the Mage Tower was out, Legion, like a bunch of people did it, and then they brought it back in with like its own rewards with its the mount, the achievement, and the transmogs and the werebear form, and everybody was like, oh my god, it's so difficult. Blizzard, please just give. So I wonder, like, they've been a little bit more like casual friendly with stuff like this. So I wonder if they'll make it like super accessible, or if it'll be a challenge. Personally, I would love for it to be a little bit more challenging content, just because I feel like it feels better. But I do wonder what they'll, how we'll be able to get those things. Also, we haven't seen the Rogue set at all. We've seen Warlock, we've seen Warrior, there's a bunch of other weapons too. There are Rogue weapons. There's 2 types of daggers and 1 sword that looks very piratey. So, it does make me think like artifact weapon-esque. The very artifact weapon-esque. I tried transmog on a Paladin, wiped 1%. Never tried it again. As a red pally or prop pally or holy pally? Because I feel like prop pally is probably the easier one. No, red pally is probably easier at this point. With like all the different talent changes. Oh, with the talent rework that red pally's got in particular, I imagine that's the easiest. Prot? So prot, the problem is like once you go flying as a prot, you can't really get back on the platform. Bear, Blood DK, Warrior, Demon Hunter can leap or charge or Death's Advance, or Bear can use their Skull Bash or Wild Charge to get back over there. Prop Pally, once you go flying, you're flying. So you really got to get ahead of the curve. But you got insanely good damage, really good healing, fantastic control. So like boss at the very beginning should be nuked. And second, she'll never be able to hit you ever. You can literally run circles around him if you want to. As long as you're dodging away from the big Infernals. Like if you kill the first boss really quickly, you have less Infernals to deal with in the phase 2. And that's like when it makes the fight easier. If you got like 3 or 4 Infernals, when they're up and they're slowly burning down, you're not gonna have a lot of fun time with all these frontals as you're trying to kite the boss, as he's going for a leap on you, as he's trying to do the big attack, and also trying to do the cast or whatever, and then you got these lines moving all over the place. That's what really messes a lot of people up, is when you have a lot of mechanics all happening at once. YOLO, that's not gonna work as a double tank. Reaper, that's not gonna work as a double tank. That's not gonna happen. I can off heal, but I'm not literally a healer. I wish though. Maybe one day. We do need a healer, and then we'll be good. Hopefully. You'll get a whetstone, doesn't scale. GG. Yeah, there's a lot of trinkets also that don't scale super well. Like, oh, they scale ridiculously well, or like they don't get downgraded nearly as much within those what is it? Within those dungeons. Gonna try out a build off-heal AUG. Yo, go for it. I haven't seen anybody play like an off-heal AUG whatsoever. Are you gonna be going for like a symbiotic bloom? Or maybe like Dream of Spring? I don't know about Dream of Spring. That might be a little bit too much commitment. But maybe like 35% more healing might be good. I think Prolonged Life would probably be the play, yeah? If you were to go that route. It's just you have to pick up Spatial Paradox or even like stretch the time. I guess best of Waystone, but it's like you gotta give up something in the left-hand side. Imagine either like Fun and Magic or Imposing Presence. One of those two. Probably both, honestly. He's only 415. Yeah, we'll just wait for like a proper healer. No worries. Hopefully we'll get one though. I want a flying eternal bad. Yeah. Yeah, with Prop Pally 1, I think honestly, like if it's just not your kind of content, that's alright. But I mean like if you get him a couple more shots, right? Burst down the boss and then kite around the second boss and make sure you have a defensive for every one of his annihilates, right? A couple of practices and you're good to go. Because I remember doing the Bear Druid one the first time around, and it took me like 20-30 attempts after they brought back the Mage Tower, initially back in Shadowlands, before we had all these new talents to work with. It was kind of like a challenge for a good bit, but like once you get comfortable with it, once you do it the first time, you could do it like literally over and over and over, and you will never mess up the mechanics. Once you figure it out, once you do it right the first time, you could just go back to it and just... I went back and did it on every one of my ults. I did have to get a little more comfortable, and I'd find a way to like heal myself, find a way to get past P1, find a way to get past like all the different phases at the very beginning, and then how to deal with the boss using my defenses in P2. Some tanks had it much easier. Like Brewmaster was kind of a pain at the very first part, just because at the time back in the south they didn't have a lot of good self-healing, so P1 was a little rough. P2 was a breeze just because you do a ton of damage. And you have Stagger, which like even if you don't throw something in the first annihilate that's like not buffed up, Stagger just takes care of it. Second one, as long as you throw something in there like a shield or whatever, or like a defensive trinket, like you're chilling. Stagger is really good, and the boss just melts. Bear was like, once I figured out the damage build, it was really easy. Proud Pally, if I can just manage not getting knocked off, it is probably one of the easier ones. Blood DK P1 was super safe, but I felt like my damage was a lot lower than the other tanks, and then P2 just felt like a slugfest at the end. I'm just trying to like burn through every one of my cooldowns, but whatever damage I got is whatever damage I got. Warrior was unique because P1 was really easy. P2 though was a weird one because I did have to rotate stuff, but like my healing is very limited. But my defenses are really good. So my mind is like, I want to pop defenses early, but I know I have to save for the annihilates. So how do I deal with a boss? And one thing you can do that makes the fight super cheesy is when he does this one long cast at you that you have to interrupt the severe of the tank, it's like puts a debuff on you. Anytime you deal damage to an enemy, you heal that enemy for a percentage of their health. So you would spare reflected, boss hits you with it, it reflects back at him. As the boss autos you, he's literally healing you. So all you have to do at that point is just like exist and auto attack him and press buttons, and then make sure you have a defensive for like the big slams. But otherwise his auto attacks are literally healing you to full. And so that's where you want to make sure not to kick, but to spare reflect. And that was just a weird fight. All you have to do is dodge. 20k kill shot, let's go. That's huge. Blood DK was easy for no reason. Blood DK was easy because of the lack of knockbacks, and you also with self-healing in P1. Is this P2 damage at the time I felt like was a little bit lower than some of the other tanks. But again, like once you do it once or twice on like one character, you could do it for all the other roles. Healers was another one of those where some healers were actually much easier than others. Like the hardest part of that fight, I'd say for healers, is because it's multi-phases. First one is like you're dealing with different waves of adds, and you got to manage them all separately, and then you got to do the solo climb, trying to see if you can get yourself a little bit through the staircase or whatever, get yourself a little bit more Blom shot. I think I'm gonna take Tsuki in here just because it's a priest and I got gear, but I appreciate you signing up, my guy. I wouldn't want to be unfair to Matux and then you're the other guy. Just gotta get this done very quickly and we'll be out of here. How about another key, my guy? Yeah, I think it was a mechanic. Yeah, Annihilation. You just gotta make sure you have a defensive 4 Annihilation, and like you're good. That's all you gotta do. Make sure you have a button for that one, and you're chilling for the most part. P1, yeah, P1 was difficult depending on the healer though. Like Monk, I had a hard time with it, but after I learned like some of the CC that you could do as a Monk, not bad whatsoever. Another one that was like difficult for me, I think it was it Holy Priest? No, Holy Priest was easy, I think. Holy Priest P3 was the hardest one though. Monk was hard until I figured out, because at the time monks weren't really using their enveloping mist that much, right? Right now you know enveloping mist, like you put up soothing, enveloping, you have big hot, and all of your healing does just 40% more on that guy. It is a huge tank heal. But at the time, like monks just never pressed it because they played the Ventier ability. So I was just like learned the what is it? The we gave me Waystone? What is that? Okay, I'm gonna try using Waystone at some point. Where do you check? Sorry, I'm taking forever here. A Waystone, huh? That's gonna be interesting. Alright, ready? Friends, we ready? Because I have the thing. Pull 10. And we'll do big jumpers. Alright, 10. Well, jumpers at like, I don't know, 3.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we go. We go. I think the priest is the only one that didn't get to go. The one to teleport to you. Okay, I will. I could try. Okay, we're just gonna go pull everything. Gonna pull, I think, 2 of the warrants maybe. Or is this it? That's all we can do. I feel like I should pull a lot more. Yeah, we'll pull more. I'll pull Crocs too. I'll pull Croc. What a load of Croc. What a load of Croc. I want to see if I can cyclone them in or souls them in. I don't know if they will. Okay, that'll work. We'll wall this. We'll wall this. Walling it off. I think we're gonna do another big pull. Oh yeah, I also gotta shoot these guys, don't I? We'll give me some scary mobs. I guess they're not that scary on Tyrannical. Alrighty, we're gonna pull all of these things. Hold on, I got not a lot to really work with here. Wait, hold on, I gotta reflect though. I'm gonna take a lot of damage here. Never mind, we're chilling. What the hell? Took like no damage. I wanna see if I can pull these guys too. Pull your friends. Pull your friends. Shards. Ouchies. Ouchies. Okay, we're fine. Okay, I got nothing for this right now. I can hold aggro. That's about it. Hold on, I also got a big heal. I do have the big heal. Okay, I'm fine. We're chilling. Friends in regen. And we're absolutely just golden. Look, we don't need to heal. We don't need healing. Hold on, chat. Look at I'm healing myself for 100k. All I'm doing is pressing bear buttons, dude. All I've done is press my bear buttons. That's so good. I don't need a healer, dude. Look at this. Oh, that is so good. Oh my god. Here's a real tank, dude. Oh, I love it, dude. You ever played Shadowlands when Bear were what OP in season 2 with Ursos? There it is, dude. We're back at it. I'm increasing healing by 6%. Are you? Okay, that's gonna be interesting to see how that works out at the end of it, honestly. Oh my god. That actually could be really good in the long term, huh? Okay, I'm gonna just try to see if I can put this guy in the corner here. I'll try to get these ads whenever I can. Hold on, I got you big heal. Look at that. Just regrowth him. Literally just regrowth that guy. Honestly, should be mauling this guy more than anything. Yeah, like this boss is nothing. Mage is doing 200k DPS. Mage diff. Literally mage diff. Hold on. Just gonna heal the mage. I am a rested druid too. Hi. I do all the roles. I do literally all the roles. I am a healer now. I am the tank, I'm the healer, and I'm the DPS. Don't tell me what I can or can't do. I do all of it. I don't need no healer. I'm a strong independent bear. I don't need no heals. I do need to keep a moonfire on this guy. It is a 17, so like it is pretty low like key level. But it's still just hilarious. I can do 100k healing. 100k HPS. Okay. How do we do? Yeah, like I literally don't need like I don't need a healer, but I'm also off healing for 200k. If that crit, that's a 400k heal. Like what? It's so good. I love it. I wish my damage was a little higher though. I did have a bad time with Moonfire. I just did not use it. Bears are awesome. They're so good right now. Yeah, if you want to play Bear Druid, if you want to play Guardian, right now is a good time to play Guardian Druid. It is really good. I think I want to pull this guy and then pull them into these guys. Let's see if I can pull him as well. That's a lot of mobs actually for us to deal with. Trying to keep those guys like facing their avalanches at me so they're not hitting anybody behind them. Also, my damage is fantastic right now. I'm afraid to use the Waystone. I don't know what it's gonna do. Is it just gonna teleport me away? That might be interesting. You know what? I may just use that when I go to pick up the Crocs, and I might port to ya. Let me top that guy off real quick, by the way. Okay, we'll pull 3 of these. I don't even know how many we're supposed to pull here. I usually just do these 3 because they're super annoying. Like when it comes to mobs. I want to see if I can knock him. Oh, they didn't get knocked at all. What a sad. It does boost this Paladin through a 22 underrod. Plus 2 to key only for 10. I mean, yeah, like people can do like a lot with lower item level. Like when you know how you play the class. Especially Paladin, like again, even after the nerfs, it's still really good. There's no shot they're not going to be played. Even after the nerfs, they're just not going to be over healing everybody by like 8,000 healing. Only 2,000 over healing compared to everybody else. I'm literally just bouncing all over the place. Okay, can I do like a biggish pull here? Because it's just... I can do left in these guys, I guess, yeah? That's something I could do. We could pop him. Gotta make sure this guy's like actually facing me rather than everybody else. If you're facing everybody else with avalanche, it's just gonna be pain for everybody. Also, I don't like how they're walking left and right like this. I'm not even moving. They're just kind of shuffling back and forth on their own. Like I'm not even doing that. So I'm just confused. Let's see if I can Ursul's them. There we go. God, I love that. Ursul is also really, really good as an ability. It's not quite as good as a grip, like a DK grip, but it's pretty good. At least like it keeps mobs in place if you can use it at the right time. All right, that guy, that mage was kind of lowish on health. I decided I'm just gonna top him. I decided to be generous, just top him. Guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this, and I'm gonna pull this guy. I don't even know how much percent I need, honestly. I have no idea. I'm kind of guessing here. Holy Priest mana is probably still full. Let me check. Yeah, basically. Pretty full. I'd say it's full. I'd call that full. Look. Pop. I love that. Like, that guy's actually getting smacked right now. Like, that guy's actually getting blasted. Good thing I regrowth him. Look at this. Okay, we're ready, right? I think we're ready. God, I love this. I'm in love with this. I'm in love with the bear. Okay, if I can remember how to do this right, and hopefully I put his statue next to each other, it's gonna be like to the right of him, and then it's gonna be to the left. So we're chilling, right? Nothing. He's gonna do this to the right and the left, I think. Nice. So they're like right on top of each other. They're literally inside of each other, so it's just like perfectly in. Hold on, healer doesn't even need to heal you. I'm just gonna regrowth you. Hold on, I'm just gonna do this. I guess I should have popped the defensive for that slam, huh? Because he does have one sunder. I guess that's the one that's like kind of hurts. Probably gonna minigame. I kind of messed it up. So hopefully somebody's paying attention to this, because I'm not. Or maybe I am. I lost it. I had it for a second, and then I just lost it. I have no idea which one it is. I have no clue. Somebody? Anybody? Mage? Okay, it looks like he's sending that one, so we're just gonna commit. We're just committing. Hard commit. That might not even be the right one. Oh, there was the right one. Beautiful. Nice. I should have probably not popped cooldowns there. I probably could have went a lot safer. I don't have a heal for that guy. Not yet, at least. Now I do. I don't think I need it though. Alright boys, let's go. Let's get in there. Get after it. God, this is fun. Holy Paladin mana barely drains them. Holy Priest mana? Yeah, the Holy no mana is like very slow to drain. That is very much true. Alright, but chicks, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna pull the Crocs, and I'm gonna port to you, okay? Pull, port. Wait, you need to cast it? That's not great, but I guess that works. Can I pull Crocs on top of other mobs though? Okay. I'm just gonna run them. Make it a little more interesting for us. Roar, just to make sure he is aggro to me. Metamorphosis, we got it. We're chilling. We're okay. I really wish I could pull even more. We're gonna have a big pull here in a bit. Here we go. Give it a quick bash. I think I want to pull these three. I don't really want to see if I can nuke this guy. Because if we can nuke him, then I'm just going to pull like extra worms to us. So I feel like that won't be all that bad. Like maybe I can pull those guys. I really want to pull that guy. Nice, good breath. Big AoE. Big AoE. Roar. Make sure that it's attacking me. Cool. Oh, we just pull more. Look at the damage this thing does to him. Like if I'm just actually using all of my resources on damage, like all of my rages goes into just doing as much damage as possible. Like this thing does a lot. Kind of lovely, honestly. Oh wait, those guys dying? Oh, that's actually the play. I think pulling everything, killing the worm, and have them just bathe in rancid ooze might actually be the play. All right, anybody's ready? We're just going in. We're just going in. I'll try to use the waystone, I guess, to see if I can get back over to you, my Tukes. That's gonna be interesting. I do not have a cleanse, actually. I probably should have grabbed a cleanse, huh? I can off heal, so that is an advantage here. That is an advantage on my spec. Once in a while. I don't need off heal all the time. Now I can. I wish I had a cleanse for this. That must not feel great for the healer. I'm gonna zoom. Can't you also get like lodged into those eggs, by the way? Also, Spike Tongue does not feel like it really is. Okay, I gotta get back in there. I gotta get back in the melee. So many times where that thing just like start attacking people immediately as soon as the tank does not get in melee. Had nightmares of that. Hold on. Pop. I should have popped out the healer, honestly. The fact that I can just stop people is hilarious, though. I guess it is what prop paladins have been doing for like a good while, but man, just being able to do it as a bear with how hard that heals, it's just so fun. It's just actually hilarious to me. Just somebody could just be like super low, and then all of a sudden they're back to full. Just topped. Just back.
Run out. Keep moving.
Hold on, we gotta give this guy a big heal. Nice. Dude, this is great. This is fun. Definitely recommend playing some bear, because this thing is pretty easy to get into. It's got a lot of defensive abilities to roll through. A lot of your defensive abilities also double up as offensive abilities, which makes them like super easy to use. And I think I kind of want to do triple here. I think it'll be worth. You can just go when you press Bark Skin. That lets you do more damage. And I'll also press the Ursals, which, not Ursals, but Rage of the Sleeper, which amps your damage, but also amps your survivability. But it's kind of nice. We're gonna roll that man. Never mind. Wait, why am I de-enraging these mobs, by the way? They don't even do anything anymore. I'm still so used to mobs when they're enraged. Like, they do more damage, but they actually changed that a while ago, didn't they? Like, this guy's still would de-enraging just because of his frenzy ability. But like, I forgot that de-enraged or enraged no longer gives him like a buff. Like a damage buff. I want to double? Probably not. Don't top that man. I pulled way too many. I pulled something extra. I don't know what though. Because these guys are pulling right now and I'm already a little over percent. What I pulled, chat? What I pulled extra? Like, what do you not pull in this place that I pulled? What do you usually avoid? Because I felt like I did basically like what every other group does, but I never really paid attention to like what tanks normally would pull in this place. I just kind of remember what like felt pretty like, okay, I think I pulled that before. Pulled this here and there. What's up, Sally? Man, hope you have a good one. Maybe it was the drummer pack, wasn't it? It was probably the drummer section. Because you did get like 2 extra mobs in that one. Alrighty, boys. Messages on sending apparently kind of late, but I hope you're having a good stream. What's up, Azot? I have no idea why messages wouldn't be sending. But how you doing, my guy? Hope you're doing good. How are you doing, feller? Hope you're doing wonderful. As long as I can do one of these as a bear, then we're chilling. Wait. Just in a mall. Mall super hard. Mall one more. Oh. Big mall. Lovely. It's so good. My damage isn't great, but the DPS are doing fantastic. This Evoker is slacking though. Who brought this Evoker to the dungeon, dude? Why are we having to carry this guy's damage? Man, this Mage and this Warlock, they're pumping. My damage so good, but why are we carrying this Evoker? That's my favorite meme, dude. They like some other games. Don't think so. WoW? Hell yeah, my man. I still gotta get my weeklies out of the way, but I'll be doing that later this evening when I'll be raiding and stuff. Almost did a boo boo. Almost aimed at literally my healer. Remove him a little bit just so I can cleave him a little. Hold on, let me heal you. Was that cheat death? You actually cheat death. What? What are we cheating death in? What are we cheating here? What death are we cheating here? Oh my god, the mobility of this thing is so good. Apparently I cheated death summon too. While having instincts. Oh, I shouldn't be moving a little early. That's a little early. Is this good? Apparently this works. This works apparently. I guess it is like line of sight or whatever. Huge. Dude, mages are still doing work. Look at this guy. Literally the same neck that I've had before, I think. Literally the same thing I've gotten earlier today, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anyone need? By chance? I don't think it's anyone actually needs it, right? 6% makes a difference here. You think so? I mean, I am healing a lot. Like, look, you don't even need a healer. You don't need to be a healer. You don't need one as a bear. I mean, this guy, I'm pretty sure is flash healing me. So I guess there are moments where he's actually like throwing heals in my direction. It just doesn't feel like it. But who knows? Did both of us get the neck? Yes, we did. All right. TY for the run. I want to ask Summondale. Hit me with it, my guy. Hit me with it, Izot. Do you have any chance? Do you by any chance, have a person in guild that is bug? I can't trade them items at all. That has this bug. I can't trade them items. Are they on the like opposite faction? Like, are you alliance in the horde, and that's where you can't trade? Because they were gonna enable like a cross faction, cross realm trading or whatever, but they couldn't get it to work. So that's disabled until further notice. But yeah, 10 heals overall, but it's mainly for the buff they can add. Oh, how long did that buff last for actually? Emerald Blossom? I mean, that heals for quite a bit, doesn't it? But the buff, right? You said you give us a buff. Is it the not nourish? Symbiotic Bloom? I mean, 44% uptime, that's pretty good. Yeah, if you can get it to do the thing, I guess it depends what kind of talent you were running, right? Let me look. Oh, you had Dream of Spring. You know, I think that your prolonged life might actually be a little bit better than Dream of Spring, because this means you have to use Emerald Blossom to heal instead of Eruption, and it just makes your resource economy a little bit weird, because Eruption only costs like normally costs 3 essence, but I believe there's a talent that reduces the cost of it. There we go, Volcanism. If that reduces the cost of your Dream of Spring as well, then I think Volcanism isn't that bad. Otherwise, Dream of Spring I don't think is that good. Honestly, I feel like Prolonged Life might be a little bit better. Prolonged Life is for raid. I guess then it's a question of like, whether I guess like you did end up healing with it, but it's like, was there any emergency big heal that was like make it or break it? because it basically heals for like the same, at least on tooltip, as my after the wildfire, except this heals for a lot more, but I don't know what causes it to scale so high. Maybe it's like mastery, versa, not sure. And I have today I was in the keys with a friend. I got items, but I can't trade anything. I have full 40 item level, but since since it started expansion, that's weird, man. I have no idea. I'm not really familiar then. Honestly, not quite sure, friend. I wish I could give you a bit of advice on that front, but I have no idea. No clue. I do feel like I could have done better when it comes to like my AoE damage. I could have maybe pressed raise a lot more and mauled a little harder. But this thing felt great to play, by the way. I just used Essence to proc and Emeralds. Okay. Huh? I have no idea, my man. I have no clue. Fim, hello. Hi, how you doing? Hi, welcome. A bit surprised we haven't gotten Hunter updates. Dude, okay, hold on. At some point, they will give you guys Hunter updates. But, not until we get Rogue updates first. Rogues first. And then I'll be down for like Hunter updates, because I do agree, like maybe Hunters could also use a bit of an overhaul. Maybe like Warriors to some degree could use a bit of an overhaul to make the single Mighty Fury a little better, to make Arms Warrior and the whole Ignore Pain playstyle feel a little less clunky. Survival Hunters too. Desert Warlock Talent could probably use a bit of a revamp as well. But really enjoying the idea of behind Og, but it's hard to tell if I'm doing good when I get into bugs. 430 item level takes an hour to get into keys. Really? I imagine like a lot more people would be excited to get a augment in their group, Angel. I usually get invited pretty quickly, like regardless of item level. No, in most cases, like augmentation, it'll be impossible to track augmentation performance in details when it comes to like mythic pluses. Where you'll be able to track it is like watching your allies do a big damage. If your allies are doing big damage, then you are definitely doing your job. If a glacial spike is sending for almost 1 million, then you're doing your job. It's a lot easier to track how well you play when it comes to like logs. So if you want to log some of your dungeons just so you can see just how well you performed or how well you played, how well did you buff your allies, like that's where augmentation is going to see a lot of value. But also like you're only as good as your party. So like if you get in a group and they're not really doing the big damage, they're dying a lot, they're not able to utilize the Evoker buff, there's only so much you can do on your end. It's really up to them to do all the damage in the world. But they're really good. Just kind of gotta keep that in mind, like your damage doesn't matter. As long as your buff uptime is good, you're golden. A lot of people have this bug and they're just left there without a response for months. Really? I have no idea then. Yeah, I haven't experienced that kind of a bug myself, Azot. I wish I could give you a bit of advice for that one. Is Guardians good? Yes, it is, Nicholas. It is a really good spec right now. It's gotten a lot more popular as of 10.1.5. It's pretty strong. It does a lot of self-healing. Like for the dungeon, it's a 17, so it's not like super difficult. But like majority of my healing is just not even healer healing me. It's just me with Ursa's Fury using my bear abilities to put up a shield, which makes it super tanky. We got a pretty nice little revamp to the talent tree, a little bit, just a couple of changes here and there, but make the spec feel very strong. You have good self-healing with innate resolve. Your Thrash and Raise now do quite a bit of damage. Raise no longer replaces Maul, so you have a single target ability and an AoE ability, both of which amplify your Ursa's Fury damage quite a bit. So going aggressive as a bear instead of just spamming Iron Fur is actually worth it right now. And you don't longer have to play this Moonfire hybrid Cassie Boomy Elun's favorite playstyle at all. So you're just playing bear abilities the entire time. It is really fun. It's very highly effective, and I most definitely recommend it if you're trying to give bear a go. It is really good right now. This spike was on the last mob, wasn't it? I have no idea. I have no clue. I mean, I can maybe look, right? Let's see. Is it My Stone Breaker that he summons? If it is the breaker, then maybe, but I have no idea. He did use Glacial a lot throughout the dungeon on everything. So I have no clue. Maybe. It's still really good. I guess I could take a look at the boss itself, right? Because that may be a little bit easier to tell. Yeah, Molten Char Skin is what he slammed. He hit that thing for 1 million though. So I guess a couple of, yeah, I think it is. I think it was. Yeah, I think that almost 1 mil was him. That's kind of nutty, honestly. I was surprised Breath of Eons didn't really do as much damage as it could have. Huh. Did we get a Breath of Eons set up maybe during the ad, or was it just like on cooldown at some point? Might have been just like on pull. I gotta replace my Primordial Stones, dude. They don't do nothing. I also gotta get something better than Helmet Raid Horn. That thing does nothing at all. Nothing. A little disappointed with it, honestly. Fury of the Eagle and a mob is just nuts. Oh yeah, true. It is nutty. Takes a lot of damage. You get super low on health. You're just quitting the whole time. It is a clean fight. Love your video, by the way. Always excited to see it posted. Lies. Yeah, thanks so much, Nicholas. Appreciate it. I prefer Feral Druid. I tried Bounce, but I'd rather be up in the fight. Same. Honestly, Boomkit is kind of fun, but I'd rather be Feral or Guardian. I like just getting up in melee. Use it on CD. 1-2% per person is normal. Is it actually? Okay, okay. Yeah, no, well, that one I think maybe that's like you delay for the ad, the breath, and you would set it up on the ad initially. So then maybe like the last 5 seconds or when after the ad like hits the wall. That's a little difficult to line up, but I think if you're like trying to squeeze out the most amount of damage out of it, I think that's probably how you do it. So ad slams the wall, people slam a couple of spells for like 5 seconds while the ad is sitting down and just trying to recover, but while he's starting to take more damage, and then you get the Breath of Beyond stacking, and then just pops. And the mob explodes in 12 different directions. That's just a lot of damage. Speaking about damage, you know how like you guys have probably seen like Bicep Pump, the Unholy Death Knight, who pulled like 3 to 4 million damage DPS, like damage per second, on I think it was Kazara, first boss of Mythic or Heroic. I don't know how difficult it was, but it was first boss of the raid, and he had like basically it's him plus another Unholy Death Knight and a ton of evokers, and I think a tank or two, maybe just one. And basically they got buffed up by every single evoker in the party. They got hit by multiple of the evoker breath abilities. Breath abilities can kind of stack off of each other. Like one breath will accumulate a bunch of damage, it'll pop. That damage will transfer into every other breath ability. That will accumulate, that will pop. And basically the final breath has the most amount of damage stacked together, and it just explodes from millions of damage. So Unholy DK was able to like spike up to 7k and then ended at 3 million, no, 7 mil. And I think ended at 3. I need to go back and look at the details, but his details just kind of like just chilling, meandering. It just kind of blows up for a second real big, and then goes back to kind of like still an insane number, but just like at some point it just like went huge for a second, and then just back to like something crazy. It is nuts. Okay, I do have a raid in like an hour. Do I have time for another? Because these dungeons are really fun with the new changes. I'm gonna try to keep Ebon rolling for a little bit longer in the fight. Breath out of the oven. Yeah, that one's just like, it might just be one of those things where you may want to delay it by like a handful seconds, and kind of like you would, I guess you would use Ebon Might right before the ad is coming out, and then you would use the fire breath, and that would go into maybe like a upheaval. But actually, what you may want to do is you might want to kind of reverse it, I guess. So another thing you could do with it, no, I don't really know if it's worth it. You kind of just got to find a timing where you keep the buff rolling, you extend the buff with your empowerment abilities, you get a couple of those eruptions cracked in there, and then you do the breath flyby, and then you want to keep the buff rolling for the breath. I don't know, I feel like there's some big value you could do if you line it up, but I don't know if it's worth it. You might be right, honestly. Just keep it on cooldown might be better. Yeah, it would be fun. You know, it's kind of like what we used to do back in like Freehold when it was like a Jara raid. There was this one trinket that you would do damage to an enemy, and the damage would be stored in this trinket. Like it'll just accumulate stacks. And then when the boss hits for like 35% health, the trinket would explode, and all of the stacks would basically erupt all at once in that execute range. So what we would do is we got a Harlan Sweetie super low, not Ashwing Coral, but actually that would work too. Yeah, you could rip the coral as the trinket pops and then hope that it crits. It just give you a higher crit chance, but that's really about all you could do. What you would do is you would stack up the trinket as the boss gets towards like 30% health or so. You would slow down because he actually transitions himself at about 31. So you would want to slow, hits 31. He is casting this thing to roll the final dice thing. Once you get the final dice buffs, it takes 100% more damage during that period. You wait for him to get into 100%, rip the coral, DPS him some more, and then watch those trinkets pop off. It would just like percentages of his health just evaporate. Kind of like right now if you were to hit him with a beacon, or if you were to hit him with like Grief Torch, I guess, but beacon probably is the best choice. Beacon him after he gets into the 100% damage phase. That's basically what the trinket would do. It was just like a passive execute trinket. It was fun. It was mostly good for like single target bosses, but it was kind of okay in M+ for bosses specifically, but not amazing. It is okay-ish. But for bosses, it was good. It was like, I don't remember if it was the best though. I think the whole expansion was just like dice. Everybody ran dice and coral. Dice and coral. Maybe there was something else in between of it. Like a Nazoth trinket of some sort. Was there? Maybe the haste one? Or was there anything else? There was the bike. And then there was a Destragas? Destragas, yeah. Dressagath trinket. Yeah, that one's a good one. It's just like Spice would erupt around you and did a bunch of damage. It split damage, but like on single target boss fight, it was pretty good. And it has a very, very short CD for the time. Minute 20. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Torment in a Jar was also okay. Psyche was good, I think, for casters. Claw was okay for casters, but better for Demon Hunter. Don't ask why, it just worked. Scale was good. I don't know. There's some decent ones then. Do you think Druid will get nerfed? I don't know, man. That's a good question, especially balance. And so, do you think they're still worth playing? I don't think balance will get nerfed. They're not really doing like exceptionally well within raids or anything, are they? I'm not seeing balance Druid like overpowered when it comes to M+ or raids. They're generally like decent, but they're not like insane or anything. They're not getting the craziest parses in the world. They're really good in PvP, like out of left field. They just got really, really good for PvP with the talent changes. I don't think they would nerf them just because of that. But like, who knows, honestly? Like, maybe they will. I don't know. I feel like, no, I don't think so. I don't think they'll nerf balance. Like, going off of the bat, like just gut feeling, I don't think so. Because I just don't see him at the top like that. I watch my Vault 447 wrist with sockets. Well, that's not bad at all, honestly. I mean, sockets are sockets. Yeah, I think balance will still be worth playing. They're good. Like, it's a boomkin. It's a druid that can do range damage. They're really, really good. They got a little bit more build viability from what I understand. I don't know what builds they're running right now. I honestly would not be able to tell you. Maybe they got something weird that they got to be running and they don't like it. Maybe they got something good. I have no clue. I don't expect boomkin that much. I've only been able to like really do a little bit of feral, but mostly guardian so far in 10.15. I would need to peep to see how Boomy is performing, but it doesn't seem like they're a super standout or anything. You know, if Evoker is the most popular one, Shadow Priest and Fire Mage right behind it, Demon Warlock is doing pretty good, Boomka is doing kind of good, but like, again, not super standout. You know, they're not like, if it was like above Evokers in popularity, like that would be something to be worried about. Oh wait, I got a rubbish wall tomorrow. My hunter has all sockets, so I can run layer properly. I mean, maybe you can do a crafted item, right? Or I guess at that point you do eventually hit that brick wall of like, well, I already got everything that I could get. You know, I can't really get much more than that. Yeah, I guess it depends. I guess it depends how geared it is, but knowing you probably like best already. Under full 447. We need to get yourself in the, I guess, realistically, the only other way you get better loot is if you start killing Sark and Mythic. And trying to hope to see if you can get, like, Vault from Sark. That's about it. That or, like, Echo and Mythic, because some of those items are also pretty good. 450-ish item level. But that's really about it. That's all I can think of at this point. Have I done a decent tier list for patch 10.15? A recent tier list? No, but I've done, like, some of the more popular classes this morning. The more popular classes for M+. You should definitely check out the video. But as for like a tier list, I'm not a big fan of tier lists just because I feel like one, people get super upset about them. Two, depending on how you do your tiers list, like it's just like, I don't know, like if you do an opinion tier list, it's just like, this is what I like, this is what I saw, right? It's, if you want to do a tier list of like what is good, what isn't good, you have to do a lot of research to back up what you're trying to like put together. But it all, like there's a lot of like qualifiers of like, well, it depends, that can make a class good or bad. And it's just like, it's a headache, it's a lot of work. I don't really know if I want to do it like that. You know what I mean? Like I like researching my alts, but like at the end of the day, if I were to like try to break them down in terms of like what's good, what isn't good, I don't know. Maybe I'd do okay, but I feel like I'd want to do a lot of research to really come up with like what is the definitive tier list of the 10.1.5. Because I feel like even if I were to add a qualifier, I was like, what I like in 10.1.5, what I think is going to be good in 10.1.5. I think a lot of people would still miss that qualifier, and they would be like, oh, so you're saying that this is the best listed class for 10.1.5. And it's like, well, yes, but no, it's my opinion. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's one way. It's one of those things I would like to do, but it's like I would want to structure it in a very specific way so I don't lose what I'm trying to say halfway through the video. You know what I mean? And I'm sleep deprived right now, so it's not like I can really put that into words together. Fantasy 100 is about to hit 446. Dude, I need a better ring from Aeronog. I need just a better, proper ring, and I'll be set. Dude, there's actually a lot of people that are trying to get stuff crafted. Honestly, I should just do this with my rogue. Actually, I think we're just gonna call it here, chat. I think I'm gonna, if I'm gonna be doing rogue stuff, I might as well hop off for the night and get the rogue stuff done. Maybe you might as well update my drivers because apparently there's a new video update yet again. But yeah, we're gonna call it here. I'm gonna go and just take it easy tonight, man. I would love to stream the raid. I don't think I'll be able to stream the raid at all though. Not one bit. That ain't happening. Mostly because, again, no sleeps at all. So I'm gonna try to see if I can fix my sleep tonight. Try to see if I can go to bed as early as possible. I don't know what boss I'm even in for the raid tonight either. I would love to stream the raid, but it's just like, if I wasn't sleep deprived, I would have loved to stream the raid. Although even there in the raid, I'm not sure which bosses I'll be able to be in on, because we got new pugs, right? Or not new pugs, but new trials, and we need to trial them in some of the Trustways, not over the Nifin. We got some new trials in the guild, you know, at a tier, picking up new people for the next tier, trying to get some re-clears, but also trying to get this trial tested, but also trying to get people geared. So people that are going to come first in the raid priority are people that still need gear. Then it's going to be trials. Then it's going to be also people that are re-rolling to a different class and then trying to gear those characters out as well. And then it's like, well, if there's any spots left afterwards, maybe I can fit in my rogue in there. Maybe I can fit in my evoker in there. But like the spots are pretty like tight right now. So a lot of the times what it comes down to is for like the first 4 bosses, I'm not even in for a lot of those fights. I'm not in until like Zaskarn. So, and I'm out afterwards for Magma, but then I'm back in for Echo. So it's just like, as much as I'd like to be in, just like you have to give your spot up for somebody else. You know what I mean? So yeah, if I knew that was going to be in for majority of the fights, I think streaming the raid would be awesome. Or maybe I'll do it tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. But boys, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to give myself something to eat. I'm going to give myself plenty of rest, hopefully. Get my raid done. Get some background stuff done. Probably not get any work done at all. I'm just going to focus on sleeping. But boys, thank you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Hopefully for a 10.17 update. Hopefully with a big rogue rework on the way. I would love to see what they're doing for it. I hope they don't hold it off until like 10.2. I'm hoping it's a 10.17. They did Paladins right. They added an entire spec this patch. They redid mages entirely. If they can do all that goodness or all those classes, they can do us at a 10.17 is all I'm saying. Alright boys. You guys have a good one. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.